chuckle, you can clap your hands.
I'm fucking depressed.
Yeah.
All right, no, maybe not depressed, but I'm not happy. Playing a game. I'll be
Wow.
sick.
Wow. Way to bring it down, AJ. God
That
damn.
was me.
But hey, you know,
God
I beat this
damn.
level in Gardenscape, so.
Life is good.
I caught 2 new Pokemon today. Just sitting here at this table.
Life is like a hurricane.
Oh,
Here in
God.
Duckburg.
Oh, lasers. Was it?
Race
cars.
cars.
Lasers,
Lasers,
aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. You might solve a mystery.
Or
Or
rewrite history.
DuckTales.
Ooh.
Not how I was expecting that entrance to go, but hey, everyone.
Hey, we got a
How
new
we
theme
doing?
song.
You didn't know Henry VIII and you don't know DuckTales?
Do you have any idea how tired I am? My cat was literally trying to sleep on my neck and face last night.
Gibson has graduated to attempted murder.
Over 12-pound cat purring up a storm, smothering me in my sleep.
Like all the best cats.
Yeah.
He tries to kill you with his love.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or at least maim you.
Yeah.
Murder love.
Cats.
I have several scars from my cat's love. No, they like it's really affectionate.
Oh, hey, we're on the second playthrough
fault
of Destiny 2.
Oh, crap. Hey, how about we change that?
So,
What?
Can you go into Twitch and change that?
I don't know. Maybe.
we're playing Destiny.
We're playing Destiny.
How about you
we
guys
could.
introduce yourselves?
Well, they do the thing.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lizzie the Bold. I am a part-time streamer. I am a full-time griper about Star Trek Discovery.
Wasn't that bad?
I have problems. I have issues, friends. I have some issues. We can talk about it if you want to on my stream, which is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time on my own channel. We cannot talk about it, though, when I am on Geek Space TV playing Ziana on Leviathan Distant Stars.
Because that would be out of character?
At 7 p.m. Pacific time also. That's on Wednesday. Because I'm going to try to stay in character. Yeah, because that would be out of character. So that's me. And today I am playing Alius of the clan Dunsimi. She is a rogue gnome. A gnome who is a rogue. And also a rogue gnome.
That's rage.
Who has a great rage in her heart. She's a member of the Red Lantern Corps. And she's also, that is a cool necklace, Joe. You are distracting me. And she's also
Is Joe
everybody's.
distracting you with his cleavage?
Yes, and she's also basically the leader of all of the things.
Hi, I'm Anna Geeks. I play video games and make things, and among the things that I make are bad jokes on the internet. Here on Twitch. I also make shows at Geek Space TV, which is a non-profit online broadcasting studio. I'm playing Cecil, the Tiefling Sorceress. That's all I got.
Hi everyone, my name is Algernon Bolden. I might have an RSI, I don't know yet. My wrist really hurts. Anyway, but I also work at Hairbrain Scheme. RSI, repetitive stress injury.
Oh, you shouldn't say... Phrasing?
It's called... Well,
That's what it's called.
it's RSI.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's your repetitive stress?
How'd you get
I
that?
don't know. Typing is a repetitive stress.
Your wrist
Sure.
does look kind of
One-handed?
swollen. How come this is the first I'm hearing of this?
You live with me.
To be clear, they're married.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Continue your intro.
I mean...
I'm just gonna eat these fries. Continue your intro.
Well, I'm a developer over at Hairbrain Schemes. We make games such as Golem Arcana, Necropolis, Shadowrun Returns, Hong Kong, Dragonfall Director's Cut, Dragonfall
These are all the
Return
games, just
of
to
the
be
Dragon.
clear.
And
These are
now
all
we're
of them.
making Battletech, which you can check out battletechgame.com. And I'll be playing for you today Liddy Justice Stone, Paladin of Law and Order. Back to you.
Sorry.
Knocked
Where
over
did
my
Justice
dice
come
gibbet.
from?
That's his middle name.
That's his name now.
It came from 3 episodes ago when someone
Oh,
asked
that's
him what his
right.
middle name was.
That's
and his middle
right.
name is
That was the
Justin.
one you weren't here for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joe Louie. I'm a infrastructure PM over on Xbox Live and a level 4 human. I am playing Sully Starfallen, a tiefling monk from the... where am I from?
Spiraling Ginger.
Spiraling Ginger. Something Spiraling Ginger. It's been a long week.
Everybody should at Logic, LAWJICK or JIK?
JK.
JIK.
CK.
Yeah.
It's
JICK with gifts of puppies and kittens.
Actually, yeah, that would be appreciated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should all
lots
go
of
do
puppies
that.
and
You should
kittens.
tell your friends to go do that. Just at with gifts of puppies and kittens.
In fact, I'm doing that right now.
You know, while you're
Dun, dun.
introducing yourself.
Huh?
What? Who are you?
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Eric
Oh, hey.
Who?
Banson, the DM for this game.
What?
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Now is the time when we dance?
This is the time on Sprockets where we dance. So, last time you were in a tunnel, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you see what happened was you decided to be greedy and go after the treasure, and someone got bit by a mimic!
Dun dun.
Dun, dun.
Bum bum!
I'm not used to the boxes
Greedy
fighting back.
nothing. We're just trying to pay off the bar tab for the frog lock or whatever
Oh
the heck
yeah,
it
that's
was.
right!
Why does it always come back to be my fault?
Because this one is your fault.
It was a good idea at the time.
No, it was literally never a good idea. Ever. All right, glasses.
You want to
gotta go.
explain that one for everybody? What you managed to do?
Yeah, what'd you do, AJ?
So there are a bunch of frog people. What are they called? I can't remember what they are, but they were
Bullywugs, yeah.
Oh yeah, pollywogs.
Oh,
And they were stealing wine from the bartender downstairs. We managed to kill all but one. And to get him to talk, I promised that while he was arrested, he could drink as much as he wanted on our tab. I didn't think such a small creature could drink so much without dying.
Mind you, he was already primed to speak as we were sparing his life.
I don't think he was that bad.
100% totally. I mean, it was a done deal. And then I think, in fact, we had the information at that point.
No, we didn't.
And then it was just like,
No.
hey, let me try and
yeah.
think
Let me
of
just
some
sweeten the
additional
deal, even though
sweetening.
you've already agreed to
because-
everything we want.
Genuinely, it's
Uh-huh.
because Lenny is the only nice person amongst this party. Hey! It is because Lenny is the only kind, good-hearted, altruistic, like just straight up good person.
I'm very charismatic. That's kind of the same.
Oh, really not. Really not. And thus, poor Lenny tries to make things good for everyone and make them right, and it just never ever goes over well.
Maximilian gets it. They're amphibians. They literally drink like fish.
Maximilian, see this is why I like you.
So, Sully, this mimic has wrapped its tongue around your wrist and is pulling you into its mouth.
I have a problem.
We told you, don't touch chests without poking them with the sharp object first.
Actually, I think what I told
They
him
are
is,
not
hey,
legally
those are
bound to actually
magical.
reply.
You did!
I mean, if you were a trapped animal, who sustains themselves on someone being lured and then eat them, would you actually say, yes, I'm a monster who wants to consume you whole?
Yes.
Then you'll
Oh,
probably
this is totally a
start-
good rolling surface. This is amazing.
Okay, so Lenny, you swipe at this tendril that is
Put in a little.
coming out of, or the pseudopod that is coming out of this chest. Want to roll me to hit?
Yep. 17.
17.
Work.
Slice through it. Give me some damage on that.
Stuck on the
Okay,
rim.
this is with the... It's a great sword because I want to use a hammer to cut. So it'll be very.
Did you put one in there?
I did, but I got it. I'm
Well,
sorry.
12 points of damage?
Yep. We do proficiency bonus with damage, right?
No, not with damage.
Alright, then it's 10.
Okay.
I was looking at my hammer, which gives another +2.
So you, Sully just pulls out the pseudopod like he's stretching the tongue out of this beast, and then you slice it and just cut right through it. And Sully, you've been freed from this one tongue that has lashed out at you.
How many tongues does a
It's a
thing have?
shapeshifter. There's a lot. I'm going to take a couple steps back
How many
Okay.
tongues does
It's a
and
little
reprimand the box.
You're gonna yell at the box.
Yes.
What's it? Speaking of, do you see Gwyneth Paltrow's costume this year?
Who?
Gwyneth Paltrow's?
Yes, it was great.
It was good.
It was amazing.
Really
Something
does
was in the
Halloween
box.
She was just a
Gwyneth
box
was in the box.
around her head. Have you never seen 7?
Did
No?
you understand that reference? No, that's okay.
Aww.
It's
You're gonna have mimosas, I'm gonna watch
That's a
movies with you.
gory. I mean, it's a good movie, but it's gory and scary and.
I only heard like every other word.
So you backed up, and
think
this
I know
thing
what
is
you're
yelling
talking
at you,
about.
and you're yelling at a box.
I asked first, stupid box.
I don't think boxes speak in common or tiefling or orcish or any other.
We don't
have our own language.
I have a question.
Yes.
Common is just the language that the humans speak, right?
As they're not really smart enough to have their own.
How come we all have to use the language that the humans use?
No. See, it's that they actually don't have their own language. The elven people had to teach them common so that they could even communicate.
So we're speaking the elven language all the time?
Oh, I don't know where common came from. I just knew it was the elves that taught the humans how to talk.
Wow, the humans are stupid.
I know.
Are you taking time to have this conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just occurred to Alius, like, hey, we're an orc, 2 tieflings, and a gnome. What are we doing?
Alius, as you're having this conversation with Cecil, you feel a bite on your shin as something is now mawing on your shin.
What?
You see another
Aw,
treasure chest come to life.
Doesn't she get a bonus for full defensive action or something?
I
Sure,
don't think
if,
filibuster is a full defensive action.
yeah, but if you can beat it, if your AC is better than a 25,
No.
yeah.
Not today.
Or sorry, 24.
Either way.
You now see a chest gnawing on your leg,
On my shin?
on your shin,
So.
and you take 6 points of damage.
It's a mini chest.
It's obviously a full-size
Sorry,
chest.
it's gnawing on your entire leg.
I mean, I'm okay with the shin. Even the leg, though. I mean, like,
It's the
you know.
jewelry box.
It's a jewelry box. Aww. A jewelry box mimic. I've never heard of such
It's a
thing, but that's
Babby
kind of
Mimic.
cute. It's
How
a
is-
Babby
How
mimic.
is Babby mimic formed?
What'd you say, 6?
6 points of damage.
I love how you're being so appreciative of the thing that's trying to eat you.
It's like an
It's
elder
fine.
mimic I use
So,
as a house.
Cecil, as you're having this conversation, you just see just these 2 sets of maws
Yes,
just
we are axe.
rip around Alius's leg. What do you do?
Hey, that's not very nice. I wasn't prepared for this, but I should have been.
It's all right.
Let's
We're
see.
professionals.
Let's see. Yeah,
Are we
MLG
really?
Pro. MLG Pro D&D streamers right here.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have,
That's totally no scope.
at times in my life, made money doing this.
How many rolls per minute do you have? What's your RPM?
That makes
Like
me a
every
professional.
Wednesday?
That makes me a professional.
Technically, yes. technically. Yes.
So behold
I wasn't
professional.
expecting this. Firebolt! Wait, no, not that one.
My professional skills.
I don't suppose that mimics that are looking like wood are flammable.
Special
24.
adventuring
I
It's
believe.
alive.
Might have
It's
been higher.
24?
Than that. Yeah, it might have been
flammable.
higher than that.
Yeah,
but-
you definitely hit it.
Woo!
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that was almost 10 points, but it was 8. 8 points of fire damage to the mini mimic.
Where on the
Mini
mimic
mimic.
do you
The
shoot?
mini mimic.
Mini
I'm
mimic.
shooting the mini mimic.
Are you shooting the top of it or the bottom of it?
I would like to shoot it on the snoot.
On the snoot? Okay.
Boop the snoot
I would like to boop the snoot
with
of the
the
mini
fire.
So
Yes. With the fire.
this mimic is on its side now, gnawing into Alius's leg. And you firebolt, you shoot flames directly at its snout. And
Oops.
as
Snoot.
snoot,
It's
Snoot.
snoot.
It's
Yes,
snoot.
it's snoot.
Snoot.
and
snoot,
as it
snoops.
hits the snoot
The snoot.
of this mimic, you see it go flying into the air, letting go of Alius.
Ugh.
And Alius, you see this box just flying up above you now. As Cecil's super freaking 24 knocks this beast off of you.
Excellent.
Sully, you see another pseudopod come flying out of the chest that's in front of you and just slowly moves across to your chest, leaving a little bit of saliva but can't get its grip on
It took your previous actions as consent.
I mean,
Gross.
You did touch it first.
Gross, gross, gross.
I might be okay with this.
Gross.
If it doesn't try to, like, eat me,
Is it a gelatinous mimic?
I don't know. Is it a gelatinous mimic?
you. No, but it probably is going to try to eat you.
It's going to make treasure out of you.
And by treasure, you mean his guts?
Yes. Everything in a treasure chest is treasure.
That's not true.
Is it a treasure chest? Is the thing inside of it? Therefore, it must be treasure.
So you're saying that
Dibs on the spleen.
It's your spleen.
Well, does it have a
This is
spleen?
what I got
That we're
bit last time.
discussing.
Stop arguing.
Does it have a spleen?
Does it?
So I forgot my dice tonight, and Joe
Oh, we babby dice.
gave me his shame dice, but I'm okay with this because my first two rolls have been an 18 and a
Hey,
19.
would you like to use my shitty dice?
Yeah, maybe I can just re-bless all your dice.
I can take this D4 out of its cage for
Here.
you.
Have some lovely purple dice.
I've decided after tonight's session I will let it out.
Aww.
But only after.
Yeah, I want. You should give it at least one roll.
At the end of the,
At the end,
end
yeah,
of the show?
yeah.
Okay.
So Alius, you see this? I'll take him. I'll use your. What dice do you want me to reinvigorate for you? All of them?
Embiggen?
Embiggen?
You,
Yeah.
you gotta untie the.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I have been known.
I don't know. Use whatever. All those those dice need to be saged.
Really? Okay. I listen. All I'm saying is sometimes I'm good at this.
Please, do you need help with the bag?
Yes.
AJ, can you please help him with
Do
the
I
bag?
actually unknot this?
Yeah.
Just- oh, okay.
Oh, not the knot at the end of the rope, but like just pull it out. Just pull the knots. Pull the knotted end of the rope. Pull it. No. Pull. Grab the knotted end of the rope. Grab the knot. It's a slip knot. Grab the knotted end of the rope.
Slipknot, you mean like...
What did you do to my bag?
Yo, where's my enemy? I don't want
There you go.
Oh,
Wait,
I was
actually
pulling the
know
wrong
something.
way.
Yeah. I got that.
All right.
Perfectly
organized
Aw.
So Alius, you see this mimic flying up in the air, and it shoots a pseudopod down at you to try and grip you, and it grapples you with, because I'm guessing another. Now it's a 24 again. Will hit you.
Yes.
But roll me a DC. Give me a strength DC.
Okay.
Because that's your strong suit.
4.
Okay.
I'm a gnome.
You now have this tongue that is encircled around your shoulders as this mimic has now got you in its grip and is flying towards your head at this
So
point.
it's coming down?
Lenny!
Lenny, you see
I'm being tongued!
you see Sully get licked across the chest, but now you see Alius tied by a tongue of a mimic.
Is this the same one that I already shot?
Yes, it's the one that you shot into the air. And now the mimic is coming down from the ceiling, jaws open, looking like it's going to engulf Alius.
I'm going to run over, slide, with that shield up to block above her head, and then bring my sword straight up so it falls onto the sword.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Can it be athletics?
Sure.
There's about 5-point difference in it.
I figured.
15.
15. All right. So you make it over. Now give me or try and hit.
2 hit. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah, that hits.
My dice are back. For now.
Give me some damage.
That's great sword. 6, not bad. 4, so that's 10 plus 4, 14.
And do you want to try and cut through this tongue?
Yeah. Yes.
Give me another strength test.
What test?
Strength.
Strength. I can do that. That'll be a 20.
Okay. So you run over, slide, stretch the tongue out with your shield, and then slice it off. And Ali, you feel the tongue that was wrapped around your shoulders slowly start to fall down to the ground as Lenny is now staring down at you after he cut the pseudopod off from the mimic.
It's almost like it slid over and I ended like this. like a full on.
And right now the mimic
Thank you,
falls
Lenny.
on your shield.
Ah!
Dead or alive?
It's still alive.
So I have a live mimic just tap dancing on my...
On the top of your shield. How much damage did you do?
I did 10, 14.
14. Okay. Sully, you see this mimic that has just licked you across
Lingua
the
matches
chest,
for dinner.
but hasn't been able to do any damage to you yet. Or any damage last turn.
How do you stop a mimic? What do they not like?
I think you're supposed to
Enunciating.
picture Snape in your grandmother's outfit with a silly hat.
No.
That's the wrong.
That's the wrong mimic.
That's the wrong.
Ridiculous.
That's the wrong
Are you
story.
sure?
That's the wrong story.
Punch it. I'll punch it.
Okay.
Lingua tacos are delicious.
Next.
So you go in for the punch and just completely miss. And now you have a mimic that is really just tucked into your armpit at this point as you kind of swiped over it.
I don't suppose it's going to just slightly lick his armpit, right?
We'll find out. That's
Ah!
Alius, you see Lenny in front of you with a shield up, and you can hear the mimic that was about to crash down on you slamming right on Lenny's shield.
Why is everyone so angry?
So I have a question. Does my position underneath the shield constitute as hidden?
Yes. But you're going to have to admit something.
What? I'm gonna have to what?
Admit something.
Admit something?
Yeah.
That you were shorter than the 8-foot half orc?
You're
Yeah, I'm
you're
comfortable with
small
that.
enough to. You're tiny enough to be underneath this shield.
I am shorter than the shield that he is holding up with his 8-foot tall frame. I'm comfortable with that.
Okay.
8.5.
But I am myself not short. I'm gonna make a sneak attack
Okay.
on the fucking mimic.
So with your 3-foot body, how are you going to get up 8 feet
She's gonna climb Lenny, obviously.
I'm gonna climb Lenny.
Handholds on me.
Lenny's armor has handholds and footrests on it for just this kind of purpose, and also for the mounting of the saddle that I put on his collar. And so Alius is going to be like, "Thanks, Lenny," and whip out her dagger, and the ruby one that has the plus D4 on crit. And she grips the handhold at Lenny's, let's be real, thigh, and hoists herself up with incredible agility up to his shoulder, where she comes down, sneak attack on the mimic jewelry box.
The jewelry, the
Mimic.
Mimic. 23.
yeah, you hit. Damn.
All right. So I've got my 2
Yep.
for my sneak attack, and I've got my 1d4 for my there. God bless. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. 7 damage, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to Alius, having done her damage, flips back off of the shield and seeks cover underneath once more. Hidden.
It lands in superhero pose.
Superhero pose. Once more hidden.
And the shade engulfs you as you land underneath the shield.
Held aloft by the 8-foot tall half-orc.
Yes.
Just to be clear about that.
Cecil.
8 feet.
That
It's
one
fucking
is still alive?
ginormous.
Yeah. You still see this mimic resting on the shield of Lenny, and now you see Alius. You see her run up his back, strike it, and then power pose underneath the shield again.
Once more hidden.
Where did she go? I can't see her. Totally vanished.
She's literally right. Never mind.
Magic missile.
Do I hit a duck?
Terrible for the knees, but it looks great.
Oh, you magic missile.
Yeah. Thirteen points
13?
of damage. And
That wild magic?
I mean, anytime it's
Yep.
like it's your purview, but anytime I roll a first level spell or higher, I have to roll
Yep.
to see if there's 5% chance, but it's only happened once. I don't use first level spells a lot. Or,
So
non-cantrips a lot.
you fire these 3 missiles off,
4, actually.
4 missiles off at the mimic that's resting upon Lenny's shield, and you just knock it 10 feet back, and it hits the wall and flies back and slowly falls down the wall. But you can still see it jiggling a little bit, and its tiny teeth are still biting.
These are really tough mimics. It's like quality made.
That chest is still jiggling. Jiggling.
There is still treasure to be
jiggling
had.
chest. Wait,
There's no treasure in there.
It's a treasure chest.
No, it's a mimic.
It's a treasure chest mimic.
Thus, nothing is exciting except for organs.
Treasure.
Goodly spooch.
Sully, you see just teeth now launch up underneath your armpit, trying to bite into you.
Oh. Like, that position is just really scary.
And you can just feel them touching the skin, but don't make any real contact.
I really think that this particular mimic likes him now. It's like a puppy.
You
And
have a pet
Lenny,
mimic now?
the
I
mimic that
think
was
that's what
resting
he
on
should
your
try
shield
for,
that
yeah.
got blown up against the wall is running towards you and tries to bite you on the chest, and I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit you. Oh, I gotta start using
Rip.
your dice. But Lenny, you now have a mimic that just tried to jump onto your chest, bite through your armor, but has fallen to the ground in front of you.
Swing. This is like a golf swing too. This is like good form, like Tiger Woods style.
Swing, bada.
Which is not DUI, by the way. Natural 20.
Damn!
So, this is the first time I've ever had natty 20 on attack roll. Since I am an orc, I get savage attack, which means I get +1 dice. So what does that mean? So I double my normal dice, +1, so it's a total of 5d6.
Snap.
So here's 4. And not the greatest, so that's 8, 9, 10. There you go. 13, and then 14, 15, 16, 17.
So as this
Ow.
mimic tries to bite at your chest, it lands at your feet, and as it's falling down, you take your sword, swing,
No, right.
and it flies against the wall, and you just see it shatter into 100 small pieces of a tiny mimic.
It's impressive.
Never mind. It was perfect form. Do you
Good
see
job.
that?
Yeah. Good job, Lenny.
Backswing was perfect.
Good job, Lenny.
Aligned.
Good job, Lenny.
I can get on the circuit now.
The circuit of what?
The Professional Mimic Hitters Association.
The
MHA?
Yeah, established
PM
1473.
PMHA?
Yeah.
PMHA?
That was at least a 300-yarder if we were outside.
Inside.
But where is the treasure?
There wasn't any inside that chest.
Gotta bust open the other ones then.
No.
Oh, but he's making friends with it.
Well, I mean,
They're
if you want to keep
establishing
that
a
one as
relationship.
pet, then
This
that's
one,
okay.
this mimic is still gnawing up underneath your armpit.
Would you please stop?
I feel that is my
Have
Animal
you?
handling?
I'll give you that.
I was gonna say, have you tried mimicking it?
21.
And as you say, would you please stop, you just hear a little bit of a lick, or you feel a lick underneath your, going up and down your arm.
There. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Chill out. We're good. It's okay. Would you like to be a chill chest? Or perhaps a cooler?
You should name him Chester.
Chester?
Are there any other mimics attacking us in the room?
Nope, but there's one last chest.
Is that a friend of yours?
I'm gonna take my
Okay.
sword. I'm gonna poke it with this.
And as you poke the mimic chest, or the other treasure chest that's sitting there, it just creaks back and then falls back forward.
Alius opens the chest.
You want to check our traps first?
Alius checks for traps first.
At least you slide in front of his sword. You
You
risky
don't know where
business.
she came from. She was just suddenly there.
Yeah, you just risky business
Where
right
did
in
that
front of
rock
him.
come from?
No, that's back in my bag.
Is-
Whips out
I
her
still
thieves'
detect
tools
magic on.
and begins to check around for traps.
Okay, and you check around. And you don't see any traps on the on this box.
Or around or under or attached
Yep.
to. All right, I'm gonna open the chest.
All right, and so as you flick open the chest, as the top lid starts to widen, this rush of gold light springs out at you,
No.
and you just flip over the chest lid, and you see a mound of gold. inside of this box.
One moment while I find the appropriate emote. Because I do have that one.
Maybe it's, poisoned gold or like cursed gold.
This right here. This little heart face.
Is the
right
gold
here.
your friend?
This right there.
I don't think mimics like gold.
Aliu's eyes widen, glistening from the reflection of the gold.
And then she
Stands
dives in
there a
like
moment.
Scrooge McDuck.
Stands there a moment in awe before literally diving both of her hands into the gold and beginning to try and shovel it up.
Roll
might be
me
easier to
an
carry in the-
acrobatics
Oh,
check.
dear.
22.
You dive
Can't
into this
catch
chest,
me, gingerbread man.
and as you're diving through, your hands are going
Everybody
through all
fill the
this
bag!
gold, and Lenny, you see Alius just fall into this treasure chest, but her legs are still sticking out of the back.
Waving excitedly.
I'll take her
Everybody
legs.
pick up a bag!
I'll lift her up so she doesn't drown in gold.
What a way to go.
Ollie! Ollie!
Yeah, what? Cecil, yes!
Ollie!
Yes, Cecil, what? Yes, Cecil, what?
Ollie!
Cecil, yes, what?
The chest has handles on it.
Alius, you can Lenny?
How big is this chest?
It's bigger than Alius. It's about 3 feet long
I'm
by
like,
3
so
feet
what,
high.
like
yeah.
10 pounds,
Yeah.
20?
There's about 5. You can see that there's about 500 gold
Nice.
you would estimate
Lift.
in this chest.
All right, I will take some rope with a heavy sigh, wrap it around the chest, and I'll put it in the seat.
All right.
You can actually sit on top of
Why
the chest.
don't you just put it on the splank?
You brought a blank with you?
I
We
always
bring
have my
the
splank.
splank everywhere.
All right, fine. It's now gold splank. We've literally made a gold cart now.
Oh, goodness.
Alius sits on top of the gold cart.
Hopefully it's not too much. Now can we go save the day like we meant to do from the beginning?
What were we doing? Alius lays down on the trunk.
We were going to go confront a bugbear.
Alius rolls over onto her stomach on the trunk and kind of wraps her lips around it.
We're going to fight a very dangerous bugbear that we
What?
need full concentration on.
Bugbear? What?
The thing that is terrorizing this poor community.
Community?
I mean, really, they were just stealing alcohol.
Oh, God. Right. Side quests. Yeah, okay.
Side quest.
Yeah, let's... Okay, fuck.
Side quest is still a quest. Even if it's only half credit.
All right. Alius very
Is it-
slowly, very reluctantly, very painfully gets back up onto her feet.
Is there anything else in the room?
You only see some tables, but nothing else that looks of value.
No magic or anything?
No.
I'm going to lay on hands on Alias 2 for 6 points.
Thank you.
Well, no one wants to have an infected mimic wound.
Back up to full.
It's true.
Come on, Chester.
And you just see this box just kind of like hopping, and as it hops behind you, the lid opens up and closes and open up and closes and open up and closes.
This is a little bit disturbing.
It's Chester. Chester's adorable.
Friend.
It's going to bite my hand off, isn't it?
Why would you do that if you're just like gentle and loving to it?
Because it's making growling noises. What type of treats do mimic like?
Type of tweets? I don't know. Does it have a
Treats.
It's a treasure chest.
They're not very fond of political tweets.
Yeah.
Can I have a gold?
Why don't we just try with the copper first? Copper.
Can I have some money?
I told you. You be careful. You don't let it. If it eats more treasure.
Maybe digest the gold, the food. I said maybe it's like just the money.
What?
Maybe it's like just the money.
And then poops out little gold nuggets.
If it turns copper into gold nuggets, this thing is gonna pay for itself.
Oh God!
Technically, it was
We already have
free.
one.
It's
scheme.
just a money exchange.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
an appropriate exchange rate. And in fact, that is how the exchange rate came to be.
Ding.
I feel like we've been more
Banks
successful
have
making
pet
different
mimics
businesses
in-
this land
in
than
rooms.
actually being adventurers.
Side quests are so distracting from our mission of looting, thieving, and taking everything nailed down. Yes, Oksana, yes it is.
Yep. So,
Onwards.
You're trying so hard to make us heroes. Let's go.
Are we not?
No. I just want to go home and get high.
we are
Just
deep.
make sure we bring the chest.
I'm taking it. Lean it. Or-
Gold is gold, the realm round. All realms.
Just
Gold is
wheeling
gold.
around the
Oh, does that have a
athlete.
handle?
We've got some rope.
Great. I am leading a 500 gold chest. By
Wait,
rope
how
on
much gold did we establish is in it?
500
Estimated.
estimated. Which you should distribute with the
500
group.
gold. I mean, we distribute all the gold to the group. Don't I take care of you, Lenny? Don't I take care of you, Cecil? When was the last time I didn't let you get something you wanted? Never.
I
It's
believe
never
that
happened.
was
You
last
wanted
week.
the pastries, we got the pastries.
Yeah, but you didn't pay for those.
I mean, nobody technically paid for them. But if you had asked me, we would have paid for them.
All right.
Who's the one who is going to have to front the damn bill for someone's amphibian faux pas?
To be fair, the amphibian is delicious.
Are we eating the frog?
No, he licked them.
Oh right.
It was pure, like, undistilled alcohol that was
Oh right.
mixed with frog juice.
Yeah, frog juice. Delicious. So
You know, we could have frogs and bees. As a bar.
explain to me how, as a bar, like it's a bar name?
No. You have the frog that you get booze from, and you got the bees that you get booze from.
Mead.
No, see, you've got to get the booze from the bees
But
and
you-
give it to the frogs, and then people lick the frogs.
I'm
and
sorry,
get
I am still
psychedelic
laughing at booze
bee
bees.
booze.
Okay.
Psychedelic bee booze.
Bees. Okay, but here's the thing. That
Liz
seems like
already
a
walking.
waste of material. Allie can have this conversation while we walk.
And as you're walking, the mimic Chester is just hopping behind you now. The huck, 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 huck,
All right,
huck,
film.
huck. And Sully, you see Chester just take off behind Lenny.
It's such a waste of materials. When we could, like, you have to feed the frog the alcohol in order to make the frog alcoholic. And then what happens when the frog's liver gives out?
We eat the frog.
Tieflings.
Like gummy bears that have been soaked in alcohol.
So you make it out to the room where the spectator was that you fended off. Lenny, you have been dragging this chest behind you with a rope, and all you can hear are just scrapes dragging on the ground.
Well, we have the skate.
Oh, you put it on the.
We
Yeah.
put it on the splank.
Oh, good. Okay. You just hear the wheels rolling behind you now.
Is the body of the spectator still here?
Yeah.
Really?
All right.
And you just see all four of the tendrils get sucked in like spaghetti.
Yeah.
If it makes that into gold,
No.
we're set.
It's not gonna make anything into gold. It's a biological creature.
I'm
It's a
just
treasure
excited
chest.
that we can now clean up after ourselves.
What do you make when you poop?
That's fair.
Poop.
Yeah, but what is it?
I don't know. I'm not a.
See? You don't know. You can't
could have been
explain
pooping gold.
that.
Tide goes in,
You
Tide comes out.
can't explain poop.
Squeaky, squeaky. As I just keep walking.
Now you're back to the octagon-shaped room where the spectator
I have no idea what we're doing.
used to be, and the door back into the wine cellar is on the south side of the octagon. You have the three tunnels now. The one to the right that your consenting frog friend that you licked said to go to get to the bugbear. You have the tunnel that goes straight, and the one that you just came from.
Right.
Maybe we
I
should
remember
like
this now.
hide this because I don't want to carry this into a fight.
That's a good point. Because they could destroy it, and then where will we be? So how about this? And Alius pulls out the cloak of Look Like a Rock. Is the tunnel kind of like rocky and shit?
Yeah.
All right.
This is like cave
Crudely
walls.
dug. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you now know you're in the undersewers of this town.
Alius will find a good, like, well-shaded, nowhere, like, off along the wall, some crevice we can shove the chest into, and then tuck the blanket of Look Like a Rock all around it.
So you don't find anything you can tuck the chest into because it's pretty large.
Okay.
But you can place it against the wall in a shaded area, and then the cape goes over the chest, and it looks like it's just an extension from the wall.
And then she is going to stand right there, memorize, looking in all directions, the features of the place where she is, so that she will not lose the chest. Because this means a lot to her.
And-
Committing details to memory.
And as you see Alius stand in front of this giant rock that's now jutting out of the walls, you can all tell that the chest is clearly there.
Good job.
While
not
she-
gonna-
I have a
Alright.
minor illusion cantrip,
There we go.
which I am now going to employ.
No, nobody else would know, but you, your party knows that it's the rock is actually the chest.
Okay, all right.
But it's just jutting out from the wall.
Okay, all right.
While she's doing all of this, I'm going to use that new staff and summon the incorporeal familiar and send it up to scout ahead.
Okay. So as you see Alius, ta-da, in front of the rock, your familiar winds down the hallway, and you just see a bugbear sitting at a table in an area that looks like a large bedroom. I mean, you see a cot where he would be sleeping, and you also can tell that there's a fireplace in the back, against the back wall that's burning, and you just see him, through the eyes of your familiar, you can see this little bugbear. Well, I shouldn't say little, comparatively speaking. You see this bugbear just chowing down on what looks like leftover poultry.
I am going to have the incorporeal familiar give him a wet willy.
Really?
And
Which is incorporeal, so, I would imagine he just gets kind of chills.
yeah. And he looks around and there's nothing there, and you just see him kind of go back to eating.
Gross. Wet willies are gross.
I will impart this information upon the rest, including the wet willy,
Okay.
in detail.
What's the point of giving the incorporeal wet willy?
It was funny.
The sheer joy
It kind
of
of
it.
squigs people out.
Yes, because it's not nice.
Alius
We're
pulls out a
going
dagger.
to go kill this creature.
What?
Murdering it isn't going to be nice either.
I'm gonna
We
take
might
my.
not murder. We might arrest him. He might come
Murder!
peacefully.
I'm gonna take the splank and put it under Chester.
What?
I'm gonna put Chester on the splank
Okay.
and show it how to move on it.
Okay.
So it's
Teaching
a little bit
Chester to
quiet.
skateboard.
Yep.
So you see Chester just start to go in circles around this room now, around the octagon. You see a pseudopod come out of its mouth and whack on the ground, and just pushing. Chester is now pushing himself forward with his tongue on this splank.
Do we really want to take Chester into the fight with the bugbear?
I'm pretty sure Chester's entertained for a while.
Yeah, and you just see him running around.
All right.
He seems so overjoyed that he is just doing laps around this room.
Chester, you stay here, entertain yourself. We will be right back. Excellent.
He's just running around this room.
Our son is doing well. Let's move on.
To adventure.
Remember to leave the eye stock here.
Okay, shall we?
Forward to murder.
I shall take the point. With my shield out and my sword at the ready. Shall we?
Ellie's is gonna be sneaks.
Okay.
Sneak.
Are you all gonna be sneaky behind me?
Yep.
Whatever, as long as I get my sneak attack, it's really all I care about. I only just figured out how a rogue actually works, and so I'm going to do it.
Has anyone ever seen Scooby-Doo and they have like this, like the
Yeah.
cutscenes of them running?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's happening right now.
Yep.
Onward.
So,
Are we gonna even try to like be sneaky to go get him? or
What did I just say?
something? Well, I mean, all of us. I'm not very stealthy. You might not have noticed, but I'm a
Try anyway.
You want to burst in? That will be a good distraction for me to be sneaky, but I mean, I don't think that'll be very conducive to your whole "let's talk to him" thing.
As he does that, I'm just gonna walk to the door and just knock.
That doesn't count.
so as you walk up, you notice there's no door. It's just an archway, but you can see the light coming out of this room, flickering on the wall of the hall.
Last chance before I go in. Is everyone ready?
You can't see me.
Familiar peek. Have the familiar peek its head back through. To make sure that.
And you see this bugbear. Now you get an even better look, and it has an eye patch on, and has long or not spiked out hair that just goes straight out in individual spikes, but not in a mohawk format like
God,
our
it's
old
like a
friend
Punk
Cantrice.
rocker
Yeah.
bugbear.
Step 1, gnome range fact.
All right. Excuse me. Hello.
Gonna stick my
Hello?
hand into your throat.
Hello. I'm here for the village.
Are you planning on coming in?
Why, yes I am. And I'll walk in,
Bugbear.
look around. Oh, I would actually have to put my sword down for a second. Hi.
You gonna keep that sword where it is?
I put it away. I saw my shield up. Just be like,
We're taking a census.
What?
A census.
A census.
I have people just popping up behind me.
Alius remains hidden.
I don't even know what you're talking about or why you'd be doing this, but what is it you want?
Why are you looking at me? I don't remember any of this.
Feels like it happened a week ago.
Sorry, must check oaths really quick.
Oh, crikey.
I'm pretty sure I can't do what you want me to do.
That's alright. I'd never expect you to do what I want you to do, like, ever.
Aww.
Is you a bugbear? A bugbear.
Why do you keep stealing the booze?
'Cause I feel like it.
I mean, to be fair, that's a...
We do what we
But-
want down here.
Okay, but you must have known that eventually a tavern of all places would figure out how to hire some adventurers.
And as you say that, you just hear "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and Chester comes flying in on the splank and bursts in between you and Lenny and Sully and skids in front, and he falls off and the splank goes flying underneath the table and hits the bugbear in the ankles, and you just see him kind of,
Chester,
what was
you
that?
weren't supposed to
What?
play with that outside.
Oh, it's a ferocious mimic. No, I'm still hidden.
Chester, come on back.
And he just hops back.
Nobody expects the census.
What are you doing down here? And I have to say, it's about time for you to leave.
Will you stop stealing?
I do what I want.
So do we.
I do what I want.
That's not what we want.
But you want to do what's right.
From the shadows, as the bugbear has now established that it will just do whatever the fuck it wants, and that is not within the parameters. And also, you thought I would take thief, but in fact, I took assassin. So, I do believe for the very first time, I am able to do the thing where if you attack first, you are like deadlier.
Sure.
Now I understand why you're so ferocious, because you always want to attack first.
So, you don't want me to steal things, Lenny. So I did this for you.
You became a killer.
Yes.
Makes perfect.
This is on you.
We kill things all the time, and you don't seem to have a problem with it. But every time I fucking pick something up off of a shelf, it's a morality play. So
I feel like we need to go over
So,
ethics once again.
assassinate. Starting at your 3rd level, you are your deadliest when you get the drop on your enemies. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. And I'm going to do that with my +4 critical hit, Dagar.
Nice. Go for it.
Thank you.
Damn.
21, 22, 23, 24 to hit.
24?
I did this for
You hit.
From
So
the
you
shadows,
crit.
and it is criticals. So, I have my regular D4 from my dagger, I have my extra D4 from the ruby-ness, and I have my 2 D6s from my
Wait, was it
sneak
critical?
attack. It counts as critical, yeah.
So you roll your damage dice twice?
Extra D4. 3 D4s.
Wait.
So I have the D4 that's regular from the dagger, plus the critical D4, plus the D4, plus D4 on crit because of it's the ruby dagger,
Right.
plus my 2 D6s because it's a sneak attack.
Yeah. There we go.
I don't know why, but I did see like a shadow with glowing red eyes and a big evil smile.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Plus.
17, 18, 19 damage.
Damn. Whoa!
From the shadows.
And where do you, how does this happen? How does this take
Okay,
place?
so Alius, listening to all of this, gets herself in the shadow of the gigantic orc, who is extremely tall, and should he lift his shield, would be able to shield pretty much anybody of any sort of height, as he is quite ridiculously tall. And she slides in, using the distraction of the commotion caused by the Chester.
Chester.
The Chester gets underneath the table, and then as the bugbear sneaks behind the bugbear, and as the bugbear is like rah 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 rah, she uses the chair to vault upward, silent but deadly, and sinks her dagger down into his back.
You
Whispers the words, "You should not have come here," and then flips back, using her
It's my
using her bonus action to fall back once more into the shadow.
It's Chester the Chesticle.
place.
I believe you've met our chiropractor.
19 damage. 19 damage.
Yes.
I tried. I'm sorry.
Lenny, you see Alius go up and stab. You see her peek up over the back of this bugbear as she
She
stabs
smiles at Lenny,
it. And you see her drop down.
all sorts of proud.
And you see the bugbear now stand up, burst up with rage, and just scream in anger.
How
Now-
well is he armored? Just curiously.
He doesn't have much armor on him.
Is he wearing pants?
No.
Does he have
Okay.
a loincloth at least?
Yes.
Is
Okay.
there more than one weapon on him?
No, you just see a big mace
What?
that he has
I
now
just
lifted
raised
up.
a hand. Are you a berserker by chance?
Acupuncturist, yes.
What?
Are you a berserker by chance?
Berserker.
Oh God!
A bugbear zerker.
Oh God! Okay, well then, 2 arms. I'm gonna try to disarm him. Actually,
You're gonna try and disarm him? Okay.
yeah. I can't actually strike first. That's dishonorable.
I mean, she kind of did.
I can
That's what I
only
should have done. I should
I
have
can only
whispered
seek to
no
be
rage.
example.
Huh?
I can only seek to be a role model and example, so that maybe one day she can see the honor in what she does. So,
I'm sorry, what?
18.
Was that directed at me?
This dice is blessed.
God damn it, what did you do?
I got a 17.
You can just put him back in the bag. The bag will ruin that.
You've ruined the
So
rank.
you try to
Sorry.
take his maul
Not
from
you.
him, but he just pushes you back with it.
Great.
You'll be a
I don't suppose you can now, like, just talk peacefully, right?
How much health does a bugbear have?
As you see him put his hand on his back, and now it's just covered in blood. Sully, you see Lenny try to disarm this maul off this bugbear. And you've seen Aliu stab it in the back.
Oh.
Two conflicting opinions, some would say.
It's already said he's not going to stop. There
Did you
leaves,
say that?
Yes. Yes, he did. And that
does
leaves
what
us
he
only
wants.
one option.
Are you sure that you want to continue to steal booze?
What, you're going to tell me what to do?
No, I'm asking you.
See? Says I do what I want, Thor.
We're trying to give you some moral options. Be the high ground, even if they encroach on your land. It doesn't mean you
And
have
he
to
just
take
flicks blood on you.
Okay, hey Chester, let's have a snack.
Ha, 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 ha. Chester looks confused. Ha, ha.
I go to punch.
Okay.
Don't punch Chester.
Wow, that was the same roll as
Oh,
last time.
AJ, you know what I just realized?
But
I'm that person. I'm that D&D party person.
So what?
In every group, there's always one shithead who's always gotta make shit difficult.
Yep. I miss.
So you
Whatever, this is
run up
difficult,
to
this
him
is
and try to
easy.
punch this bugbear, and as you do, he just pulls your arm, or pushes your arm to the side and just growls in your face. Cecil.
You should have taken the census, whole person.
What's the DC?
DC on that. Sorry.
Chester's daddies are fighting.
Only 14. I feel like that should be higher.
This one's blessed. There's a
Nice
16.
catch.
There's a 16.
16 ain't blessed.
Better than 3.
That's true.
Hey, I'm rolling positive 15s on all of your dice so far.
Whatever.
Just saying.
I feel like there's got to be a way I could get a bonus to that.
God damn it.
Are you adding
Maximilian.
your? Oh no, it's DC. Never mind.
8 plus stat plus proficiency.
So, Sully, this bugbear comes in and backs off a little bit, takes its maul and swipes you across the. Oh, I don't have any of your I got all your D20s.
Aw, so sad for you.
I am having my shield out, so you're on disadvantage. As long as Sully's within 5 feet of me.
Yep, and both of those, the first shot misses, but he swings back. And the second one definitely makes it. Dice
Ew, I
blast.
think
Boom.
these dice are properly random.
Um,
Gross.
Super gross.
Who wants actually random dice?
Nobody. Oh, that one rolled two ones and I roll.
Yeah, it did.
And then a 3.
and Sully, he misses. He takes his first swing and it goes over your head. But then as he comes back with his back swing, it knocks you right across the face for 15 points of damage.
All right. Please roll to save.
Okay. What is this? What kind of effect is this?
This is Hellish Rebuke.
What does it do?
Burns your
I erupt
eyes.
in as my blood splatters fire.
Fire from blood.
Mostly from the moves.
Yeah,
that's
that's
in blood.
I
like
rolled
the
a
third or
7.
fourth 20. That one's
All right,
That's
take
the one you said
11
burn.
fire damage.
Okay.
So pretty much the maul hits your skin, causes
are
this spark, and all that
pretty
moves you
random.
just
It
ignite.
smells like burnt hair. Oh, nasty. Oh.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, burnt hair. Oh.
Lenny, you see Sully trying to smash this, or he's getting smashed by this bugbear, but you see the bugbear kind of feeling a little damaged even though he was doing the hitting.
60 feet. I take out my sword again, and as I point, it begins to glow in the color of the rainbow. And I point it straight at Sully as peacock feathers sprouts from his back as he gets Shield of Faith. And then as the blood
Wiggle
goes on,
that butt!
This feels awkward.
plus 2 AC, and then with my glowing
He's got
sword of
peacock feathers.
justice,
He's gotta wiggle that butt!
which
You named your sword after yourself?
yes, the glowing it's family sword,
Okay.
the glowing sword of justice.
Wait, you're not using the hammer of
It's
Nacho?
little
No,
Lenny.
because it takes 2 hands, and I need to use this for defense.
Oh.
So I keep all of
that's
you
fair.
alive.
That's fair.
On the other hand, on the other side is Ryan James Dio.
I'm alright,
I don't know
though.
about that.
Just saying. I'm
So I will
melting
do
the shield.
another attack, and I have activated not Divine Smite, what's it called? Sacred Weapon.
I'm an itch and I can't get it.
14, 6, that's 20.
Oh, it hits.
Okay, and that is 2d6 plus... Gets bonus of my charisma modified to
Really
attack
tired.
rolls.
Have I mentioned
So nothing for damage, so actually that's 23. Okay, and 7, 8, 10, 11 damage.
So you,
How many fucking hit points does
Sully,
this bear
you just
have?
you just feel these wings or feathers just start to spread from behind you. And you, Lenny, then charge and slice into the bugbear and just rip him across his chest as he roars at you.
Pick on someone of... Are we equal size or am I taller than him?
You're equal size.
This is like the first time I've seen someone as big as me, too. It's kind of intimidating. No wonder you all are
Give up
intimidated.
your nasty thieving ways! There, I helped you out. Someone pointed out I should have whispered gnome rage to him, and I would like to retroactively put that in.
Gnome rage.
Sully, you see, you feel a little bit healthier and a little bit sturdier now, and you see Lenny crash into this bugbear with its sword and just rip through its chest. What are you up to?
Chester, go on outside.
And you just see him hopping now.
All right.
And he's kind of, you see his face turn, his wooden face kind of melt into sadness
Aww.
as he
Daddies are
as he
fighting.
hops out of the room.
I think he just wanted to be part of the action.
This is getting really awkward really fast.
It's alright, we'll give him some gold, he'll feel better later.
You seem to hear.
And the bugbear. We'll give him the bugbear to
We'll
eat.
give him the bugbear too.
Yeah. That's
Is it my turn yet?
No, it's mine.
Sully.
I'm trying to punch again.
Okay.
How many hit points do you have?
I have 11 left. All right. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. 6 poison.
Okay.
And I'm going to punch again.
Okay.
24
Hits as well.
for another 6.
So you just get in front of Lenny's sword and just start jabbing into the scars that he has ripped open into this bugbear, and you just see the scar itself, the lash start to putrefy as the poison sinks into its flesh.
I feel really bad about this.
He should have given up. He should have vacated the premises.
Alius, where are you now?
In the darkness, in the shadow.
Where?
Hidden in the room.
What shadow?
The one on the left. What shadow?
That one over there. No, it is that one over there.
Alius is going to.
I only say that because his shield is not there to give you shade anymore.
That's okay. So Alius is going to ready her dagger, and then from her hidden position is going to rush out and drop to her knees and do like a slide across the floor as she swipes at the ankles of the bugbear while she goes by. Using her bonus action to get.
Vicious.
This is like
using her
hostile.
bonus action to get back into the darkness. So actually, let's see if I don't botch. So I shouldn't plan that far ahead yet. 19 to hit.
You hit.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem nice.
This is Gnome Psycho.
Wheel of morality.
12,
Turn,
13,
turn,
14,
turn. Tell us the
15,
lesson that
16
we should
damage.
learn.
16?
Yes. And
So,
then bonus action sliding back into the darkness.
so you slide. So
You're doing like this as you slide away.
Sorry,
you
I didn't mean to
slide
put my hand in your face.
out, and you slice his ankles, and you see him drop to his knees, screaming now, and he's barely able to move at this point, but he's crawling on the floor. As you slide away into what do you slide behind?
The dinner table. She grabs the chicken leg on the way.
Yes. That. Grab the table. Grab a chicken leg.
Okay.
Sliding behind like a bookshelf.
Hopefully it's chicken.
You do find a bookshelf, and you slide into the corner of the bookshelf that will, and as you slide into this corner, the nook that it makes with the wall, you put the chicken leg up in front of you, and it's at such an angle that this bugbear is now crawling and cannot see behind him. And the bugbear makes one last swipe.
Is it my turn?
This bugbear is evil.
Do I get a turn?
And stealing things from
Can-
good, honest
Oh,
citizens.
sorry, your
and
thing fell.
I think.
And
Oh, no.
I
you
think
gave
it's
him the chance
underneath.
to
Go for
surrender
it.
to justice, and he decided not to take
So
it.
you see this bugbear now crawling on its knees as Alius cut its ankles.
Is he in rough shape otherwise?
Yes, very rough shape.
Excellent.
You see blood falling out of his chest, but it's and flesh kind of dying off as it's been poisoned by Sully.
Surrender!
Or what?
I'll take that as a no! Magic missile!
We let you try it your way, and it did not work.
We didn't even try. We gave him an offer and then attacked immediately.
And he said no.
He just said or what?
I waited, Lenny. I waited in the shadows to hear his response to you being like, you need to stop. And he's like, I do what I want, Thor. And then I
12.
came and assassinated him.
So as he's crawling and trying to make his way to the
regrets.
door, Cecil,
No
you
Rugrats?
just
No Rugrats.
fire 4 missiles at him, and you just see his body just obliterate into probably 20 or 30 different pieces.
Excellent.
As Lenny, you get covered in blood and guts that erupt from this explosion as the bugbear was walking past you while it was blown up.
Alice walks out from behind the bookshelf, eating her chicken leg. Problem solved.
Is there anything magical in the room?
How much chicken is left?
There is
Is it splattered with bugbear, though?
It is. There is some chicken left. There's another thigh and leg and wing, and half of the body of the chicken itself,
Okay.
though covered in intestine.
Chester,
You don't see him. You hear an echo of his roar or his growl from the hallway.
I'm gonna go out towards the hallway.
Was there another door?
No.
I feel like I need a squeegee. Alright, shall we just go report this to the authorities?
He resisted arrest, and so we exploded him.
This is not so
We have a
excited
theme
over.
song.
Is there
Lenny-
anything at all like cloth
I'm
I
gonna
can
loot
clean
the
off?
room.
Lenny, you did hear him say "or what" right before Cecil blasted him.
Which
to-
is not yes. It's not I surrender. It's
not-
boo boo. I think I'm a tough guy, and I'm sick of that. I'm sick of the nana boo boo tough guys. The nana boo boo tough guys can just get exploded.
Exploded.
Because that's what they learned. I'm sick of this crap, and I'm running low on supply.
Okay then. Walk out. Kind of afraid. Tiefling rage is very scary.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
More of tiefling crankiness.
touch you on the shoulder as I go by. 9 points back.
Yay!
Wasn't there a third tunnel that we didn't go down?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I would like to send my incorporeal familiar down that path.
Sure. You send your familiar shooting down this hallway, and what you notice is it turns into a series of intricate other tunnels. And what you can determine is that this goes throughout the entire city structure underneath.
Ain't nobody.
Not our problem.
Nope.
Sully, you get back to the octagonal shaped room, and Chester is there just. Wow.
Does Chester need a nap now?
And he bites the chicken, but then he still seems very sad.
Aww.
I'll pet him.
But as you do that, what you notice is his pseudopod comes out of his trunk, and just starts swiping at the floor.
Oh.
Run back. Grab this plank.
And you see him jump. You see him take his pseudopod out of his mouth and spike back up onto the splank, and you just see him whiff around the room. But now you see what you've noticed is he uses his pseudopod to push himself off the ground, flip the splank, and then ride the wall for a little bit,
Hell
and then
yeah,
fly back down.
Chester.
Chester's a good.
This is the perfect pet for us.
This
He
does
is
seem
our
accurate.
son, and we treasure him.
Ba-dum-bum.
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 Oh, that was unintentional.
I
He
feel
is
ahead of.
precious.
Chester, do you want to finish off the bugbear?
And he just starts going around the room.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it.
Sorry, I'm sure we'll find more for
To
him.
the bar.
You want to go get your?
Excuse me. Yes. I'll use marches right, like power walks, like an '80s soccer mom, right to where she left the chest. Whips off the cloak of look like a rock, stuffs that into her bag, and Lenny.
Kneel down so that she can put on my back.
I can't lift this, Lenny.
Oh right.
I probably can't.
Excellent. Let us proceed.
How heavy is this?
It's pretty heavy. It's definitely weighing you down. But you can move just a little slower.
Come on, it's only like 50 pounds. You're fine.
500 gold is probably more than 50 pounds.
Significantly. Don't worry, Lenny. Take it easy. Be very gentle with the cargo. We will proceed at whatever
So you
pace.
saying I shouldn't slip? Wait, sorry, what? I just walked like normal.
Lenny!
I was like,
Lenny, why would you do that? Lenny.
So you can make it back up the stairs.
That's an image.
And as you do, you just hear from the bar, Lenny! And you see the bullywug just trashed at this point.
How big is he at this point?
How big is he?
Yeah.
Has he swelled?
Yes, very much. Lenny!
Bartender?
And you see the bartender, you see Gertrude just be like,
In coin form, it is generally described as approximately the size and weight of a United States half-dollar coin, meaning 30.6 millimeters in diameter and weighing 11.5 grams, approximately 40 to a pound.
she got you.
Yep, that would be only 40 pounds then.
Way less than that, actually.
Plus the chest size.
If
It's
it's 40
500
to a
gold
pound,
coins.
it's more like 12 and a half pounds.
No, 500, so 42 pounds. Oh, 40. I was thinking 10. Why was I thinking 10?
Like I said, 12 and a half pounds.
I'm heavier than
And
that.
and Gertrude's looking at you. She's like, yeah.
Just lay it on me, Gertrude. What's the damage?
All right, well, your friend was buying the whole bar drinks, so at least you made friends.
There was sorry to say Lenny as I walked
Excuse
up.
me, we didn't authorize that. That's not on us. I'm afraid that's on the frog to take care of. That's between you and the frog, in fact. We said
This one promised to pay for all his drinks.
all of his drinks, not all of the drinks that he wanted to buy for all of his new
Well,
friends.
he bought them for himself, and then he gave them away. I can't help that.
I'm gonna
Yes,
roll
you
the
can. In fact, it
Tigemancy
is
to
literally
back up
your
her
job.
argument.
It
Huh?
is
I wanna
literally your job to do so.
I want to
Yeah.
roll the Tigemancy to back up her argument.
Look.
Because that was the language that was used. I have a level.
Look, if we have about 500 here, that means each person is share is 100.
Shut up. Shut up.
Huddle.
Shut up.
Huddle. I do like this.
Chester, come on.
All right, I'll give you a break. 15 gold, and we'll call it even.
Done. Aloysius pays it from her little purse.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait a second. How did it go down from 80 to 15?
Litigimancy. It
Cecil.
works every time, 20% of the time.
I'm very
Works every
convincing. Also persuasive.
You, and Cecil, Aloysius. after the bar tab is settled, Aloysius climbs up Lenny to get right in his face, holds on to the handhold on his collar, her foot on the step on his hip, gets right in his face and says, "Don't you tell anybody how much gold is in that chest. You keep your mouth shut, Lenny. Do you hear me?
I think they
Keep
can.
your mouth shut, Lenny. It's just a chest. They don't know what's in it.
Does that
They
chest
don't
look
know how
exactly
much
like
is in it.
Chester?
Just a little bigger.
Okay. So, like, the chest that's, like, wandering around with us versus the chest there. And if we were in a room...
And it's on his back like he's carrying it with a little saddle. It could be like another pet mimic. For all anybody
Who's napping?
knows, Lenny. Lenny? She grabs her by the ear. Lenny?
How much for a room?
Keep your
per
mouth
night?
shut about
What?
the
I
gold.
told you, the rooms are on me.
All right. I'm going to my room.
Did you take care of what I needed?
Yes.
There is no
what the hell?
bugbear.
There's no more bugbear.
We have eliminated the bugbear.
There was a bugbear?
There was
Yes.
a bugbear.
Past tense.
His cartel has been dealt with.
However,
Isn't that
Interesting.
really just
you
three
have
lollipops
an
and a bugbear?
opportunity
Yes.
in front of you. A business potential. You see, the tunnels beneath your fine establishment connect to tunnels.
And she leans in conspiratorially.
Connect to tunnels that reach, perhaps, all over this fine city. Ripe for adventure. You, I have noticed, run a fine tavern establishment through which it is likely adventurers frequently come. So what I propose is that you could set up an adventurer's wanted sign and make yourself some money.
Sounds like an interesting proposition.
All you have to do is choose a percentage you want the adventurers to return to you, and then allow them access to the dungeons beneath your dwelling.
Or there could be a drink minimum.
Or that. They're
I'll
less
take
likely to come
20%
back
from
if
any
that
adventure. I
happens.
think that's a good number.
You can make it a deal. 2 drinks plus a chance at adventuring. Call it the dungeon kit.
Well, I like her
Escape the
observation. I want a piece
basement.
of that pie. You know what I'm saying? I want a
I
piece.
think return business works to your advantage, whereas drunk business is probably a one-time situation.
Agreed.
So we will return on our way back through for our customary 3%.
2.
I think 3 is more than reasonable. I almost said 5.
2.5.
I think 3 is more than reasonable. I almost said 5.
Chester, stop
2.75.
eating that table.
What? Get him out. What is that thing?
It's our friend.
Now it's 2.5. He almost ate my.
2.75. Almost is
Well,
not
this was
quite.
in your basement.
It's
Would you like
fine.
me to put it back?
No. God,
3% then.
no. 2.75 deal.
We'll do 2.75. It's fine.
That's how haggling works.
How many businesses have we set up in the last 3 weeks?
We're entrepreneurs.
Yeah, well, you're also very well heard of apparently around these routes, these towns. You got a little bit of a reputation for some product you're building.
Yeah.
Because old Gorecrank came over and said he wanted to meet you. Because he had something interesting he wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, really?
Yes, you know our quest.
Oh, not the splanks?
Not this. Watch. Do you know what a blank is? I rest my case.
Oh.
Well, let's go.
Whatever,
let's,
that's fine,
Let's
sure.
go find them and see what the proposition is.
We literally just flew here.
Yeah,
How
yeah, yeah.
could-
What, yeah, okay,
Gossip
fine.
doesn't spread faster than the word, like,
You
traveling on foot.
don't know that, Lenny. It's
Okay,
an
wait,
amazing
wait.
concept.
The splank has been around longer than the spear.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it
Yes,
has.
it has.
This blank has been longer than this. Really?
Yes! We
That's what
literally
happens
just
when you're not
made the
here.
Spear.
The splank was made back on the East Coast.
That was like weeks ago.
I
Yeah.
wasn't here.
Exactly.
That's how it happened, to be honest.
I'm going to bed. Did he say when he wanted to meet again?
What?
You said that someone was looking for us.
Yeah. Go find him at the Spindle and Thread.
What time is it?
It's nighttime now.
Should we sleep first or should we just go there?
Let's have a nap.
In which case, cure wounds. Then I'm going to sleep.
Aliu sleeps atop the
The
treasure
chest.
chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long rest, long rest.
And that's where we'll take a break.
All right.
Hi, friends. We'll be right back. We will be right back.
Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah?
What?
We're streaming.
We are?
Oh.
Yes.
Are we? All right.
What a
La
dick.
la la.
God, hi guys.
Hanging.
One of our tieflings is a jackass. No, we love you.
Yes.
Hangings.
Which one? Both of us?
Yes.
Which tiefling? What tiefling? There's a tiefling here?
So,
She's a gnome. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so
Okay,
you guys
okay.
went to bed with the knowledge that Gorman, the tailor of the spindle and thread, wants to see you about a certain IP that you have developed.
There's so many.
it's our suits.
Our what?
The suits that we had commissioned for the
For the quest.
for
We did have someone make nice
Yes.
clothes. I don't even think Eric remembers that.
no, it was totally for the census.
What else did you do while I was
Wait,
not
didn't we actually get those?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Why would they be? Why would that be what they want to talk to us about?
We designed them.
Yeah, but I mean, are they really the kind of thing that's going to get widespread? Allie's wonders as she lays atop the treasure chest, eating her breakfast.
Treasure chest open on,
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
directly
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the gold
directly on the
coins.
gold.
Yeah.
No, wait, closed, because if someone comes in, she doesn't want him to see.
Yeah, and Chester and I will
I
have
was thinking
breakfast.
good. Open with the cloak of look like a rock.
He takes out a
like it's a
pseudopod
blankie.
and holds it up
Yeah.
to you. And he high fives you with his tongue, and you just get a little gook on your hands.
Allie used feeds him a gold piece.
Really?
Yeah.
I was giving him bacon and eggs and hash browns.
He's our precious boy.
I never thought you would just really give away gold like that, though.
He's our son. We need to take care of him. Having a pet is a huge responsibility, Lenny. You have to be willing to, like, sometimes give up things that you want that are luxuries in order to take care of your pet.
Are we still talking in-game?
Yes.
Okay.
because Lenny, they rely on you. They have no ability, petting Chester. They have no ability to really take care of themselves out in the wild.
If this is what has taught you about morality and responsibility, I am all for it.
You didn't teach me this. I had a puppy.
What happened to the puppy?
We don't talk about the puppy anymore.
I'm just gonna pull Chester a little bit closer to me.
The puppy is fine. No killing of pets in this universe. All pets are fine. They lived nice, long. The puppy lived a nice, long, happy life and died of old age as it was a dog.
And you just get a giant lick from Chester up the side of your face with his pseudopod. And this gook just and snot just dribbles down.
Precious boy.
Alright, so we go meet Gormangook. What was his name again? Gourmand?
Gourmand.
Gormangast?
Ganondorf?
Garibaldi?
Armand?
Ghirardelli?
Oh.
Let's go meet
I like
Ghirardelli.
that one. Let's go meet that one.
Let's go see the Ghirardelli now. Onward.
Lenny,
The chocolate.
Do you really want to take that with you?
Do you want to
can we
here?
leave it here? Is
Yeah.
it still our room? Can we lock the door?
Yeah. She's Gertrude has given you this room because of what you've done to
Okay,
them.
we're locking
for
the door
her.
behind us. And I'm gonna hide the chest
Behind the rock.
with a cantrip of minor illusion.
It's only like 10 pounds. I mean, it's literally 12.5 pounds.
That's for the gold. The chest probably weighs a good bit too.
But do we really want to be carrying it around?
If we die, I don't think we need it anymore.
But it's not that the dying, it's the potential of the damage to the chest, the spilling of the contents, and like greedy children grabbing it up off the floor as we're trying to like shovel it.
Are you having
in
issues with
somewhere.
minors?
Children are creepy.
Minors or minors?
Yeah, what kind of minors?
Minors or minors?
Yeah, or
minors.
Minors.
Minors who are minors?
Well, you're worried about the grubby hands.
But are they minors or are they just minors?
Are they?
Or are they minors? Which kind of minor are we
minors.
talking about? Is
Whichever
it the
one
minors
that you're
or the
worried about, the
minors?
grubby paws.
Grubby hands. All the minors have grubby hands. It's a well-known fact. The minors are just even more grubby.
I got nothing.
As minors have grubby hands, but minors also have grubby hands. Think about it. Makes sense. Don't be fooled by the minor conspiracy.
All right, fine.
Run
I
by
just
the
think I
minor
put on as they're
minors.
arguing and wrap it up over my shoulder like normal.
It's a minor conspiracy.
And begin walking out the door.
Okay, so you walk down. Cecil, you notice that above the cellar entrance there is now a sign that says "Adventurers Wanted." And Gertrude looks at you and she smiles and nods and she flips you a gold coin. She's like, "You were right. That was from last night's loot.
Excellent. Thank
Enjoy."
You. I have one
Is this
more
really just
gold
one gold
coin.
night? That means 365 pieces of gold a year.
Alius is going to
For
climb.
doing nothing.
For doing nothing.
But
Alius
that
is
might have
gonna
also been
climb-
one adventurer.
Oh.
Yeah. Word will spread, you know?
climbing. But since the pack is like on her seat, she'll just kind of hang on his back.
You can just sit on top of the thing as well.
That feels precarious, and I don't want to endanger the chest.
So are you just hanging then?
Yes, there's a handhold here specifically for this kind of thing. I mean, you know, the seat is like lovely for lounging, but you know, if we're gonna be like booking it or something, I would probably want a little bit more of a substantial handhold. And
much
hence, I
encumbrance I have
installed
between
these
these two?
loops on your shoulders.
You can still move, but
Okay.
Onward!
That is a modest lifestyle just from this adventure alone.
For doing nothing.
For doing nothing, we are at the medium lifestyle.
You're welcome.
I mean, we're pretty fucking rich at this point. I've been pinching pennies and recording every bit of gold, and to be honest, Eric has been quite liberal handing it out. So,
And yet, how much do the rest of us have?
this is all of ours. I just manage the money.
Yeah, I mean, she's totally generous with the amount of. Yeah, it's.
What do you want for?
I just ask her
Half the
when I
time.
need money. Yeah, I don't have any of my own.
Half the time I don't remember my pants. Where am I going to leave gold?
Do you see,
Onward.
Lenny? You seem to be the only one who has a problem with this, and coincidentally, also the only one drawing a regular paycheck.
Fine, let's go.
I mean, you know, I wouldn't
Let's go to
mind having a little
Gourmand.
bit more in my pocket if you know what I mean. But
so
she's
you walk
spending
out
money, you know?
of the inn that you were staying in, and you notice the streets are now bustling with people coming in and out of the village. But you do see 3 stores down. You do see a spindle and thread symbol on a waving sign.
Where are the chocolate truffles?
That's Ghirardelli. That's down the street. We're going to Gourmand, which is silk.
Gormangast?
Gorengast. No, Ganondorf.
Well, hi.
Godwin's?
Because he heard about RIP. Our intellectual property.
I don't think any of our property
it.
is intellectual.
The
No,
chocolate.
it's part of, it's a lasting enchantment of litigimancy.
Oh, I have so much to learn about litigimancy.
I'm gonna walk.
I'm
straight up.
multi-classing.
Fucking litigimancy.
I know.
thought
If I could retake my specialization as a sorceress, I would try to.
Okay, I need to write up that as a
Litigimancy.
class.
Like, it should be a bard.
Litigimancer.
Yeah.
What?
I humbly
A
request
bard?
it to be a bard school.
Yeah.
please.
I was gonna say I created the match room. Brought nothing but joy.
I don't know.
I
it
do
depends.
believe you also know it was Joe who created litigimancy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I came with the idea, but it
Litigimancy's brought me great joy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, go over to this film and I'll do. Hello?
Yes.
I agree, Chris Cat.
We are the party of alley-oops. Don't see me.
Done see me.
That's what I said.
You said don't see me. Well, that's not even. We're distant cousins with them. That's insulting. They're not even half as prestigious as Clan Done See Me.
We told that you were looking for us.
I don't know. How about you open the door and come in?
Well, it would have been rude to just open it.
It's a business.
Oh.
Is yours like operating hours there? Maybe it's early.
Walk in.
And you, as you walk in, you see that this tailor shop has some of the finest silks and threads that you have seen since you've arrived in this land. There are suits, there are dresses, there are all different styles of clothing. And then you see several tables of different types of shirts and different types of pants. But then you see a counter space, and behind the counter you see a giant orc in a well-tailored suit.
That's what I'm talking about. Finally, breaking stereotypes.
Yes.
Hello.
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 Good day.
Gertrude said that you were looking for
Sorry,
us.
I was working on some legitimacy.
What? Who are you again?
I'm Sully.
I'm Lenny.
I'm Alius.
I'm with them.
So
And this is Chester.
I see. And what are you doing here?
We were told you were looking for us.
About R.I.P.
Oh, yes. I am very excited to see what you have created. Nothing escapes my ears in this realm. And the orc walks around the side of the table, or the counter, and he says, tell me, where is this splank I've heard of?
Oh, really? Alius hops up a little more and puts her elbow on Lenny's shoulder.
Lenny's just like this right now.
Oh, really? Oh, you are interested in the splank.
Very much so. And he takes both of his hands and grasps his lapels.
You know, sir,
Yes.
I can tell that you are a man of refinement, taste, and also a savvy business sense.
You'd be very right. Yes.
And for those reasons, I believe it's possible we could do business. Are you familiar with the concept of franchising?
Well, it's not so much that I want to own your product. I want to improve it a little and maybe get a certain percentage for doing so.
Go on.
Well, let me show you what I've managed to create. But I only have a small portion of it so far. And he goes behind the desk, or the counter space, and ruffles through some of the drawers, and he pulls out this webbing. Feel this, and he puts it on the table. It's only about a foot by a foot square of it.
Alius climbs over Lenny in order to get to the table and
And what you see is this: as you climb up on top of Lenny onto the table, you see this webbing that is almost twinkling as you start to pet it, and then as you put your hand on it, your hand just sticks, and it won't move. And it moves back and forth a little bit, but it's got its grip on you.
Lenny!
And you can, if you pull it back far enough, your hand pops off.
Oh, okay. And what application do you feel that this has on the splank?
It's a break.
Can I see this object that you have made?
Understanding that we have a copyright and trademark and patent
Will not touch it.
What
on
does
the
That's
design.
probably good.
what does that mean?
As soon as Cecil realized that he was trying to sell us something, she lost interest and cast Detect Magic.
You detect magic on a couple different vestments around the room.
Uh-huh.
There are some capes that are magical.
Uh-huh.
There are just some tunics that
Uh-huh.
you can that are pinging off, but nothing.
Any bags?
He doesn't actually have any bags.
Ugh. All right.
Chester, come here. He's not on.
Huh?
He's not on the skate. He's not on the splank.
No. Oh, yeah, you're right. He was on the spike, so he just flies in. You just see his tongue up against, getting some of the clothing sticky as he whips off of everything. He's like, "Oh, I see."
Okay. Hold on. Ha!
Aww.
Cecil starts mimicking the mimic to distract it.
So you're sitting next. You sit next to Chester,
Yeah.
and you
And
mimic
make like
each
a-
other's
Yeah.
round. And his tongue is now out in the air for you.
What is
You carry around strange things with you, my
He
friend.
is our baby.
He is your what?
Our baby. He is our son. He is our wonderful little
Don't think-
companion, a member of our family.
Don't think too deeply.
Well, I
about
could
it.
see only someone as creative as you folks would think of a splank.
It's true.
Can I see this object, please? Thank you. And you see him take the webbing and put it on top of the splank, but it only covers half of the splank at this point. Now try and use it.
That's 20
You-
for splanking.
You have advantage because of what he put on there.
Still a 20.
All right, so you put your foot onto the splank, and the portion of your foot, the your toes are now gripped onto the top of the splank. And you have the ability you can move around with ease, and you don't feel like you're going to fall off this splank anymore.
Gripping power.
I likes what you say.
What? Yes, I only make the finest of grip tape, as they say. That's what I shall call it from now on. Grip tape.
So, what are you looking for in terms of compensation for adding your grip tape to the design of the splank?
How much are you willing to offer?
I don't believe that was my question.
I think we should leave it up to the consumer, where they could have an option of having.
Well, this is how we begin
I don't know.
negotiations.
I think there are far simpler and easier ways that simple people could fasten a similar arrangement on the board. I don't think that we need some special grippy tapey thing to stay on the board better. I think that perhaps we could use a little bit of chewed bubblegum or some such. This is not worth our time.
But Cecil, chewed bubblegum, that doesn't add to the prestige or to the aesthetics.
Yes, look at how
or-
beautiful my tape
So do you
is.
want to just...
How much did it cost to make?
Well,
What?
not so much cost to make as cost to harvest.
Wait. Wait.
Oh,
Har-
I get
what do
you.
you mean by harvest?
Well, There's basically one place you can get this from that I've found so far.
Where is that?
Well, it's back in the northern woods from here.
Are they giant spiders?
Yes. How did you know?
Wait.
How giant?
Are we now having to go out and source this material ourselves?
Well, I said I could fashion it for you. I didn't say I could get it for you.
This is adding a whole new line of production to something we have pretty much wholly outsourced to this point. So, you know what? I think that instead what we might be interested in doing is for a licensing fee, perhaps, if you would like to manufacture this grip tape product as an accessory to be sold at all locations where splanks are available, we could possibly make something like that happen, but you would have to be responsible for your own sourcing and manufacturing of products, and then however you work that out to the cut that you make
Which is
off
why I
of
was
the
saying
profit,
we leave it to the consumer.
yes.
However, we should for the license.
But obviously,
fee.
yes, there will be a licensing
Yes.
fee. And then the price point would be entirely up to you.
Yes.
Well, I have no interest in manufacturing splanks.
No, you wouldn't manufacture
No.
the splanks. You would only be manufacturing the tape as an accessory.
Well, who would
and
give it
be-
to me?
and
Who would get it for me?
You could
That's
outsource
not our
that.
problem.
So here's how
I hear
it
the
works,
local
sir.
tavern has a lot of adventurers coming through
Exactly,
these days.
sir. You could go to the local tavern where many adventurers are now passing through as part of the new Adventurers Wanted promotion
It's
that
very
the
exciting.
tavern is doing.
It's a very
And
exciting program.
You can outsource the gathering of this material,
Not now, Lenny.
pay them, and then whatever the manufacturing cost, and you set the price point of the grip tape, which you are now able to put the Splanket brand name on and sell at all locations that splanks are sold.
It could be
I want so much to be a legitimacy bard right now.
Or just for a modest licensing fee.
What would this fee be?
This is a realization that we are creating an MMORPG town right now. This is straight out of World of Warcraft. Like this town, which was once a normal town, now have quests they go for where you retrieve things.
I mean, people should only thank us.
It's true. We're making their lives easier.
Well, I will say quietly to all yous, you cross promote it with the Adventures Wanted. I think we may need to set up somebody to dole out quests.
Frog.
We would have to make him sober up.
Well, not only that, you have to have another quest to get this blank, and then get the materials to get the tape, bring it back to
No.
him.
The manufacturer of the splank is already handled.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, when the adventurers get this blank, they have to do the adventure to get the tape, and then they have to combine elements to have the upgraded blank. It's a multi-part quest.
No. It's up to the consumer to apply the splank tape to the splank.
Hello?
Splank tape.
I don't know. Splank tapes. Pathfinder Society.
They're trying to find their paths.
They're trying to
Don't
path.
judge.
It was a pathing error.
Okay,
So what we need to do is we need to decide what we're going to charge per unit.
no. I think I think for this sort of scenario, we charge it on a time basis. The licensing is good for 1 year for a flat amount.
And then he'll have to renew. And that way,
Sorry.
if he just finds that it's not like working for him, he has a way out. But also,
Yes.
we have all of our money up front.
There you go.
I would say that a once per year lump sum licensing fee of, we could start at 100 gold would work for us.
This is exceptionally reasonable.
100 gold.
Yep, for 1 year of licensing. And then at the end of the year, you can decide if you would like to renew with the renegotiated terms.
I can do 50.
I don't know about
I have to now
50.
source this webbing.
We actually may have a business plan for that as well.
Okay. Would you
So-
like to elaborate?
I feel like there's a. Oh my god! I just realized you're a sorceress. We can make a literal PowerPoint presentation right now.
Ding! She's got her staff. Click.
Now you see, over at Gertrude's, we have cleared out some of the more dangerous elements
Click.
and it set up a curated adventuring.
There's an
Hard.
exploded bugbear in the middle of it.
A curated experience for adventurers that are learning to become more so.
Click.
Now,
Little stick figures, little sword carrying adventurers, big smiley happy faces marching down into the thing with little gold icons above them, and the gold is like floating over to the stick figure Gertrude standing behind a crude bar.
so as a continuation of that adventure, if they want more, which they obviously will,
Click. It's just treasure.
can be to procure the materials to you. You pay a reasonable sum.
Click.
What's
So next
reasonable?
to the big picture of the treasure is
That-
just a
Little bit
small
of-
That is
pile
up
of
to you.
coins.
It just says reasonable sum next to it. Interesting.
The
Pathfinder
Society is coming to get us. Send help.
Did you say send owls?
No, send help.
Send owls. So,
So you've got a ready supply of cheap workers,
but you're saying I still have to pay for these workers,
but then you turn around and sell your product
For
to
a
them.
profit.
cutting into my margins, which I then have to sell to make up your licensing
To
fee.
them.
I mean, there's always going to be an expense. We ourselves are swallowing a certain amount of expense into our profits, having outsourced the procurement of materials and the manufacture of the boards. It's just the price of doing business.
Ah, right. I understand what you're saying completely. Well, let me say then, 75.
How about 80?
76?
79?
I think 80 is very
76.5.
reasonable. 80 is very reasonable.
You know what?
There's a certain point.
Support local orc business.
Business. Let's say 74 and call it a
74, deal.
deal.
I don't know what just happened.
You, sir, are now the proud proprietor of the proud owner of a 1-year license on the Splank name and ability to market alongside Splanks. You are responsible for the manufacture of the tape. And perhaps we can also look into adding in a service at Splank locations where they will, for a nominal fee, apply the tape in order to enhance the user experience.
Interesting. I like your business sense.
Thank you.
Let's just get this contract written up.
Yes. We spend the next 3 hours going over a meticulously litigimanced
Getting it
contract.
notarized.
We get a notary from in town. I mean, it's the
The usual, the
yeah,
standard.
yeah, the
The
standard.
standard.
It's-
and
it's
while we're
boilerplate.
at it, it, we get one written up with a little less little less legitimacy for
Gertrude.
For Gertrude.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Do you want an adventurous
we
wanted
make
sign
sure
as well for
we
him?
make sure that the language in the contract stipulates that licensing fee is subject to change at renewal. Subject to renegotiation at renewal.
At renewal time, I'm going to put a rider on that says the renewal fee cannot increase by more than 5%.
Fair.
But that's
Per
he-
year.
That's he
Per
said
annual.
at renewal time he wants to put that on.
Yes,
not-
at renewal
Yes.
time, yes.
5% of that year.
Of that year.
No.
Yes. As your profits increase, this will be a drop in the bucket.
Yes, you may be right. Yes, fine. I will agree to that. Yes.
All right.
You know what the worst part is? I can't actually object this on moral grounds because nothing about this is illegal.
This is
Unlawful.
this is not
This
only
is
not
entirely
illegal,
lawful.
This is in fact the very essence of law
I know.
and order.
The only way this appeals to me whatsoever is that it is upsetting the previously existing balance in these towns. Otherwise, this is frankly appalling endeavors to me.
At this point, why don't we just rename this town to Adventure Town?
I'm working on it.
Levels 1 through 5.
While this is all going on, she's trying to find somebody with a good aesthetic to make some signs, like a really good sign maker,
Okay.
to make some signs that say "Adventurers Wanted" with a big yellow exclamation point.
Folks, I know that you're concerned about that 5% rider on there. However, this is our first franchising experience, and once it gets out, what an amazing experience this fine orc gentleman is having. Licensing the Splank name for his accessory products. I anticipate that the requests to add to the accessories will only continue to come in. And it's essentially money for doing absolutely dick all.
Eventually, she realizes that it would be better if they were hats instead of signs. And so
I believe I can make these for you.
She ends up back at this fine
So
person.
Gertrude and
You say you need a hat fashioned?
Yes, a very particular hat. We're trying to create a global epidemic of these hats, a trend, a fashion, a revolution. Everyone wearing these hats will be the providers of quests for adventures, and everyone will know when seeing someone wearing one of these hats, they are someone to be respected, for they have great deeds that they need done.
Not only
does
is
this
it a
hat look like
service,
again?
it's a lifestyle.
Should be roughly clear with a great big yellow exclamation point.
Shouldn't it be a question mark?
Perhaps. I think it's a question mark. I don't know. I haven't played World of Warcraft in a while.
Is
It's
it
been like 10 years.
an interrobang?
Ooh, yes, an interrobang. That way it covers both.
It's the question mark and an exclamation point all in one symbol.
Yeah, hell with it. Why not? That thing.
Now you know what that thing is called.
I shall check and I shall make this for you.
Excellent.
Because I can make anything I wish.
Excellent. Perhaps you can make this thing that I wish.
And he walks back. He walks into the back, and you hear just like clanking and yelling, and just it sounds like someone's punching a wall. And then he comes out, and you see him dust off his bow. He's like, "I have made this for you."
Excellent.
And he hands you a hat, a giant interrobang.
I need to see what he was laughing at. I
forgot I was actually wearing a hat.
I need to see it.
I have changed my alignment to chaotic lawful.
What?
How does that even work? But yes.
I think that might be mine too.
It's almost like chaotic profit now.
Oh, I might not be
Chaotic
chaotic something anymore. I might be chaotic lawful.
Yes.
Let's be honest, you guys are chaotic corporate now.
Oh my god, that is chaotic lawful. Oh my
dear.
god, capitalism.
I don't know what's happening.
It's wonderful. I feel very fashionable, like I have tests that need doing.
Well, you do know if you're gonna do this, that all these people are questioning are gonna need to have provisions. You can go to the general store and
Going to do this?
What?
Wait.
I said if adventurers are gonna do all these quests, they're gonna get hungry. They're gonna need swords.
Sorry.
Might as well just talk to the general goods store.
About what?
Joining in to sell provisions to adventurers. A Splink bundle, if you will. This Splink Adventurers bundle.
I like the way you think, Lenny.
Why did I speak out loud?
I like the way you think, Lenny. What was our main quest? I don't know. Let's go to the general store.
Cecil then begins to set up a legitimacy contract with his person to make these hats, and then we can distribute them, similar to what we do with the splanks, but he's making the hats.
We can do this.
I would also recommend perhaps some different colors for particularly distinguished people, such as story quests. I mean, wait, no, what are they called? I don't know, like nobles and shit.
We
Interesting.
also need to talk to whoever runs horses. Because we need to start. We need to bring products from the east to here, like splanks.
We need our airship. We've got a job for her.
Are you actually
Yes,
thinking
we
of
do.
using the summoning spell to bring her back so she starts a distribution network? You are.
Well,
She said to summon her when we had something for her.
well,
We've got something to
could she
use.
potentially build some sort of autonomous flying device?
You
that can
mean like a dragon? We could instead reach out to those dragons that gave me a ride and see if perhaps they would like to make some dosh on the side.
They do like their hordes,
They do.
and a horde has to start somewhere.
They do. It does.
Oh my god.
Honest work for honest pay.
You just create DHS. Dragon Hoarding Services.
We'll worry about this later. The dollar signs. They float before me.
What game are we playing again?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know, but I would love to see this made as a video game.
Already on it.
Adventurers, you go around from place to place,
Shadowrun?
establishing businesses, registering IPs,
Negotiating rates.
opening trade routes. Oh my God! Somebody get on that shit.
could
I
totally
would buy
see this
that in
RPG.
early access.
I would play that so much. Even though
Yeah.
there wouldn't be any actual crafting done in the game.
The game is a business deal. You are playing entrepreneur.
You're really working with smoke and mirrors. I mean, everybody else has the product. You just make the money and have the ideas. It's capitalism at its very finest.
Excuse me, I'm a designer.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean.
Person.
I love every designer I've ever known.
So yes, we do this bullshit.
That's bullshit. And
And then on to the tooth.
I love all the variations Aximilian is coming up with. Armored splanks for your berserker who wants their charges to be truly epic.
Yep.
Blessed splanks. I was gonna read spanks.
blessed Spanx.
Blessed spanks. Totally something else.
Yes.
Blessed splanks for your paladin who wants to ride their scripture into battle. Silent splanks with special bearings that reduce noise so your rogues may sneak attack from farther away
Oh
at
my
greater speed.
God. We will work on on this later.
Pretty soon we're gonna have to cut Aximilian in.
Oh yeah,
away from me.
Aximilian. I'll drop some litigimancy documents and we'll work this out.
Yep.
What was the main quest again?
We have a dong.
We
need
gotta
to find weed.
We gotta fill
to
the
get
giant
it
dick.
blessed.
We need
to
to
get the
find
dong
Sandwich.
filled.
Sorry, match him. The dick match him.
No, the matcher was my warhammer. That is not the spear. Oh right, I still have this
No.
spear on my shoulder.
We need to get our spear of Longinus. We need to get it loaded. I'm sorry. What? Continue.
So so are you leaving the tailor shop?
So yes.
Yes. Now that all is done and signed
Wait.
in place.
So are we going with dragons, or flying modrons?
Or flying. Yeah. Wait. We can explore either option and see when.
Okay.
See who
then we
bites.
should probably set us up some sort of like
Golems.
UX design.
Golems.
Like,
We
main
need
quest
flying
is you?
golems.
Golems.
Yeah.
Flying golems.
Yeah.
That could get unreliable.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, you know, once they just like stop being automated.
Why would they stop being automated? They're
I-
golems.
Oh, I don't know. Are we gonna have to
They
like
run on
manufacture
magical
them?
essences.
But doesn't the magical essences wear out?
Not really.
Do we have to craft them? How much is that gonna cost? What
No.
if they get shot down by
We
the dragons?
license this delivery
This is
service.
why we need to talk to Fizz.
Fizzy butt.
Yeah.
You guys have to
Fuzz
totally
butt.
call her back before we need to leave, aren't you?
Fuzzbutt!
Apparently
Oh,
so.
goodness.
All right, well, let's make our way to the tooth. We'll discuss the logistics of transport across the mountains as we go. We do, in theory, have a quest.
Because there's
It's far less interesting to any of us now. The singing splank with a special music box that plays the bardic music while the splank is in motion, perpetually ensuring your teammates inspiring your teammates as you weave through the battlefield.
Would you like a song in Splank?
I love it. I love it. I mean, let's contact wizards with this shit. Okay.
So,
to the
what are you guys planning on doing?
to the tooth.
Okay.
As we discuss our future dealings.
You should probably get horses too.
Don't we have horses?
No, because we flew
we
here.
keep leaving them everywhere.
I guess we got the money now.
Well, Gertrude already told you she'd give them to you.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. We'll get the horses from Gertrude.
She says, "Fine. I'll give you some of my finest."
Thank you.
Do they have a sense of home? Should they be, like ordered to return?
What are you planning on doing with them?
Nothing. I'm just saying sometimes things happen.
Where are you going?
We're going up to the
we have no idea.
We're going up to the toothy grin. The jagged screwed up face. The orthodontal abyss.
Yes, naturally.
Yes.
So, since you're going to find Chiptooth,
There we go.
Chip to Brandenburg.
Yes.
I'll have a friend of mine meet you, because I know exactly where you're going. I don't know why I'm talking like the tailor, but I still haven't gotten out of that voice yet.
It's all right.
So there
I
we
really
go.
want to figure out how does all of our news get faster than we get there? Is there telephones?
Because
Is there the magic nets?
Have a hat
amazing.
for you.
A what?
It's very distinguished.
Oh, a hat.
Maybe
fine
they've
hat.
trained birds
We
to
will
give
spread
messages.
word on. This
Hey,
one is
within
complimentary.
140 characters.
Normally these will cost money, but this hat
Oh,
tells adventurers
Murder.
that you have a quest for them.
And she puts it on. She,
Does it not feel delightful? Does it not make you feel distinguished like the giver of epic quests?
it does.
It does?
It does.
I know.
And now
I
you're
know,
super
because
easy
I
to
designed
find.
it. Yes. Yes.
When you wear this hat, it is known that people shall come to you for business.
That's
of a
good.
questing
I
variety.
have multiple businesses now. I've got drink and adventuring.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So,
All right.
So who's this person
Before
we're
we
meeting?
leave town, Cecil also spends some money getting posters plastered up all over town, just saying how this is a new emerging trend, or maybe she gets it into a newspaper of some kind or something,
Constable,
explaining
hate
this
us.
emerging trend that you should look for these sorts of hats if you're looking for questing work. And I'll mark off 2 gold towards that. I want posters all over this city.
It will pay dividends.
Don't we want to go home?
I mean, if I
You
can
know-
find weed here, then it seems to make sense. I don't, like, my memory's really not so great. So, I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, we're building something good here.
What do we have to go home to?
I mean,
just
my
need to
parents
find
who are
the
disappointed
supply,
in
and
me.
then we're good.
We can be titans of industry here.
We can rule this town.
Not
All
just
the
this
towns.
town.
Yes, this
This
realm.
entire realm.
Yes, we can just forget about those older realms. Forget about the realms that we came from. The realms
They're already
will
forgotten.
be totally forgotten. All we need to do is find one particular plant.
You know what? I mean, I think that you know we could help out the king with his little thing. We did say that we would. We have like these glowy shit right now, but I mean I don't know. I'm not quite so keen on returning anymore. not that I would hold you here, Lenny. You know, if you've got something really pressing back in the realms whose names I can't remember anymore because I've forgotten.
Oh, I forgot.
I am sworn to protect you, so wherever you go, I will go.
I will follow you.
well, you can have these horses, and I will have a friend meet you and be your guide through the Valley of Rot. As you'll need to get, you probably don't want to stay there for too long.
No, it sounds quite disgusting.
It smells smelly. Sounds smell.
Does it actually
You know
light
what I
up?
mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Lenny.
But he will meet you there and guide you through.
Thank you.
So go to the stables and take the horses and
Stables. That's what I was trying to think of.
Really?
It's all right.
Really?
It's all right. We don't judge. We judge other people, not each other.
Onward?
to profit.
First you get the splank, then you get the money, then you get the power.
Yes. Eventually
We
we
are
will
doing
amass
this
an army.
totally
and then
legally.
We will raid
I know.
those
Why do you think I have an
realms.
objection to this?
Instead of having a king, they
We
would
would have a queen.
Monarchies are beneath us.
a queen of industry. Two queens of industry. All shall love us and despair.
so the table's getting a little.
It's like a callback to our first time together.
I got nothing. To adventure.
All right. No, to the stables.
All right, to the stables, and then to.
And you get to the stables and you find all of the horses that Gertrude keeps are just absolutely stunningly magnificent.
Stunning and magnificent. Alius hops off Lenny, somersaults through the air, and lands on a very fine steed indeed.
What color is the steed?
black.
White, of course. It has to be as paladin as possible.
And the tieflings?
I would like one to be purple.
She does have.
She does, like, no matter what color it is, it could be purple.
You find a white horse that could easily be dyed by prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation?
Do you want to be purple?
And it goes,
Excellent,
and it
this
just
one.
licks the side of you.
Okay, now less of that, please. Horses are very large
So here's
stones.
the point. Does Chester get his own horse as well?
Well, I was gonna ask
Chester has
Chester.
the splank.
Chester's got the splank, but does Chester? Oh, excuse me, Chester. Ah! Is this the only form you can take?
And he turns into an anvil.
Cool.
Less helpful.
Chester, you turn into a backpack. She shows him the backpack. A backpack.
Maybe a bone with an eye on top. Do that.
Then you see just a giant bone
Excellent.
with an eye,
It's an eye stalk.
and it blinks at you.
Ha well
Excellent.
done.
Easily carryable.
Easily carried.
For those of you that haven't played Don't Starve Together and seen Chester in Don't Starve Together,
That's how you get Chester. It's by finding the bone with an eye on it. We don't even know what
then-
game we're playing
And
anymore.
it just keeps blinking.
Don't forget the splank.
On the back.
I feel like as we ride away, we just see like a giant sign being raised in a town, renaming it.
Adventure Town.
Oh,
I will.
thought maybe
fireworks
like,
going off,
town doesn't see me, but you know. That's
Which horse would like to
then
go
no
with
one
me?
would be able to find it. Too stealthy.
Any of them?
true.
Okay. Wait, do you have Chester?
What?
You have
She has
Chester?
Chester.
Sure.
And a purple horse.
I will take the first one I see, which I'm gonna say is brown and white speckles.
And you do find a brown and white speckled horse.
horse.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea.
What is it called?
Palomino.
Oh, Palomino, yeah. You do find this horse, and it kind of cuddles up to you, but is reluctant.
Like so many little girls, I used to be super into
Wow,
horses.
that's not where I thought you were going after I said that.
what?
He said he
What
sort
did
of
he
cuddles
say?
up to you, but a little reluctant. And then he said, like many girls.
Many little girls.
Oh no! X card. No. No. I was discussing how I knew Palomino because as a little girl, I really liked fucking I really liked horses. X card. I really liked horses as a girl.
I grew up on a horse farm, so
Did
we-
you?
Yeah.
So
didn't
you
know that.
start traveling out
I
of
had a
town,
pony.
Yep.
and it's about midday. And as
Yeah.
you're galloping out of town, you
You
get
think that.
Yeah, I know.
about 3 hours worth of riding in. And who wants to make me a perception check?
Everyone?
Me.
You'll get to aid. Somebody will get their advantage if you want to help.
Me.
Yeah.
You get aid.
What?
You get aid.
8. Does that mean I get advantage? Mm-hmm. First one was better. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
You
No, Maximilian, that was last season. Damn it, Liz was last season.
No, damn it, Lizzie. Wait, is this a person?
Damn it, Liz was
Oh.
was a cast member last
I
season.
miss
Gotcha.
Liz.
I think you
I
told me
know
that before.
Yeah.
Liz was,
Yeah,
we miss Liz.
we
No.
missed her.
But Elius,
you are awesome. I'm just saying. I'm allowed to also miss her.
Elius, you get this feeling that you're being followed.
We're being followed.
We're being followed.
Huh?
Should I draw my sword then? Sorry.
I'm gonna try and like look around to see if I can see like who's following us.
As you are still galloping, you can see rustling in the woods along the trail that you're on, but you can't see what it is.
Iwe, R.A., Iingbe, Olodfe.
I have no clue what you're talking about right now.
Pigs! There's bacon on the horizon.
I got eBay, so
The seagull flaps to the east above
I will send my incorporeal familiar off to go investigate.
the peaky mountain
I have what?
and over the valley.
Are you having a seizure?
The walls have
Improvisational
teeth.
poetry.
Is this a stroke? Can you smile?
Bite down.
So as Cecil, as Alius is
Good night, Crowitch.
biting at Lenny, your familiar comes back, and it just says beasts.
It's a shitty familiar. I can't see through his eyes.
And you saw what you did see was it looked like a lion,
Are we
or not a lion,
near-
a jaguar was running through the forest.
Those are very nice cars, but they're always in the shop.
Are we near enough to like tree? Like, are we like in a forested area?
Yeah, you are going down a path now that forest has crept up on each side of the
Lenny.
side of the path.
Yeah.
Take my horse. She hands the reins of her horse over to Lenny, and then jumps up into the branches of the trees,
Okay.
and is going to try and stealthily climb to get a view of our stalkers.
You climb up the tree, but you don't see anything. Or you want to actually roll me a perception?
We're gonna slow down to a trot.
Natural 20.
Oh,
You see something. As you get up to the top, you also see a jaguar figure running through the forest, but you see it just blink out of sight. It almost vanishes in front of your eyes.
Alius will pursue wherever direction it went.
Okay, it was following the path, so
Okay.
you're going to be going north on the path.
Is that different from the direction we're going?
Nope, you were going north on the path as well.
Okay.
how long are we supposed to wait before we double back to get Alius? Tieflings?
I think when we hear her scream.
Not an acceptable answer.
So we're being followed. Yes?
I think that's what she was saying, that, or she was having a severe stroke. But then she jumped
Yes,
up in the air.
we're being followed by some sort of jaguar creature.
A jaguar creature.
That's what my intangible, invisible friend said, yes.
Imaginary friends.
Alright, I'm gonna slow down us to a stop, and then I'm gonna draw my sword and shield. We wait.
Oh, okay.
Do I see anything in
You
the?
see us waiting.
Nope.
There's no rustling of.
You
of-
see Lenny. You can see Lenny from the trees,
Uh-huh.
and he's now waiting with everyone else in the middle of the road, or off to the
Okay.
side of the road.
Hey, Mr. Horizontal Neutral Jaguar. Would you like to parlay?
I'm gonna remain.
And nothing happens.
I'm gonna stay up in the trees, but like where they are, just watching.
I will try this again.
I love you. You have to speak the beast's
And Alius, you now see, as if being called, you see a jaguar, this jaguar reappear, but is curiously on. It's now on the brush line, looking out onto the road, and it's about 5 feet away from the tree that you are up on top of. So you're looking down at its back.
Oh god.
you want to do?
Nothing. I'm going to watch.
All right, and you just see this thing, this jaguar kind of looking back and forth, as if it's being lured to the road.
I think I have the same.
Is there anything significant about this jaguar?
You can't see it.
Okay.
I was gonna say like perhaps like a tentacle on his back.
You can't
Or
see
two.
Is
those spikes
there
at the end?
anything significant about this jaguar, or does it just look like a jaguar?
it. No, it has.
I mean, aside from the fact I saw it disappear.
Yeah, it has 3 long tails coming off of it that are spiked at the end of these tails.
Well, I have no idea what that means. So.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
a spectator issue.
So.
If only I could like intuit like this. I mean, really.
That's an upset.
Yes,
kitty
well
sound.
done.
And Ali, you now see almost like a shimmer of light. This beast moves 5 feet to the right.
Closer or further away?
Same distance, just to the right of where it is.
Closer or further away from them?
There's no. It's still in the same spot. It just moved up north a little. About
That's
by
not
5.
the same spot, is it?
Huh?
That's not the same spot.
It's not moving back or forward. It's just moving towards the right,
Yeah.
like
But
up the
it's-
trail.
So it's moving closer to them.
No, same distance. It's just doing like a perimeter.
What?
It's doing a perimeter, so it's still keeping the same
Oh,
Yeah.
relative
oh, I
distance.
see. It's
Still on the
making a
brush
circle.
line. Yep.
Did it move or did it like teleport?
It looked like it blinked a little.
Okay. All
My
right.
mind to your mind.
Alius just remembers how incredibly grumpy a certain someone looks every time she like ambushes and tries to kill something that we don't explicitly know is evil. And, you know, it looks kind of like a gnarly cat, but it's also a cat, and you know they made friends with the little thingy. So Alius, instead of just leaping down from the trees and murderifying it, which she super wants to do, by the way, she's going to very slowly and quietly traverse the trees until she can drop back onto her horse.
Okay. You can roll me an acrobatics check for that.
Yeah, can.
I'm just waiting until
I
we get
am
some
going to
horse.
press digitate into being a fish. A dead fish. So I'm assuming I can do that? Sure.
This is about to
And
go south.
toss it
What did
back
you get?
down the path.
So you press the digitated dead fish and throw it down the path.
I rolled an 8.
So you
I'm sorry, Lenny, I tried.
you run, and as you're running, you slip off one of the branches, and you fall down the tree that you were running across, so that you fall about 10 feet down, and you latch onto another branch, but you're directly above this jaguar now.
I'm directly above it.
But you've moved forward 5 feet
Has
from
it-
where you were.
Did it see me?
Hasn't noticed you yet. You're kind of hanging upside down and just very quietly above this. But it seems to be a little more distracted now by something that's further down the trail, back where you came from.
Hey, delicious fish. Fishes.
Ali's
They're
gonna
so
try and
delicious.
So it doesn't
climb-
notice you.
Gonna try and quietly get a grip on the tree and climb back up.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Sheesh.
Mother of pearl. It's worse. I'm just telling you that right now. It's a 7.
So
I was doing so well. This dice is going.
you
vanished.
climb. You want me to roll it? You climb the tree a little bit, and you just hear crack, crack, crack. And the beast looks up, and now you can see it eyeing you. But you're still above.
Hello.
and you see it going back and forth now, back and forth.
I mean,
Another fish?
hanging from her legs on this tree, looking down at the beast. She says loud enough that she hopes that her friends will be able to hear, "Hello, panther that has 3 tails and some spiky bits on it."
Displacer beast evil, kill!
Can you prestidigitate a red dot?
That sounds like the one time it would have been okay.
All right, I'm going for it. I'm gonna take that first attack.
Okay.
Are they
Literally
actually?
the one time it would have been okay for you to sneak attack it. The one time.
Are they actually evil?
Yes, I
Oh,
think they're
Aw.
actually evil.
But
I want
the
another
the
pet.
mimic is naturally
That's a good
evil,
idea,
They
isn't
actually
though.
it?
they have human intelligence. They're
Displacer beast?
Yeah, they're as smart, if not smarter than the average person.
Well, shit.
So obviously smarter than we are.
Hey, speak for yourself.
No, no.
I'm just
Us as
easily
players.
Squirrel.
All right, he said it. He gave me permission. I'm gonna assassinate the motherfucker. So
First action still.
First action still.
Yep.
Fucking A. So that was my first one. I get advantage though. Oh, that's better. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to hit,
No, it hits.
which is a crit.
Yeah.
So I get my
Alright.
3d4
2d6.
and my 2d6.
I should have built a door into this.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 damage again.
So what happens?
So he yells, "Displacer beast evil!" And she lets go with her legs, and in the same motion pulls out her ruby dagger and falls onto the back of this beast, slamming the dagger in between its ribs. And and after feeling the weapon slip between the ribs of the beast, she pulls it out, gets up onto her legs.
You don't
and
get a chance to-
bonus motion.
Oh,
bonus. As a bonus action,
Diana.
leaps off of it and into the brush.
There you go. How many points of damage?
19.
Holy, you do more damage than I do.
Every once in a while.
So you crash down onto this. You slice its gut. You jump back into the brush, and now you see it just run, or you see it just look around and growl and hiss, and you see its tail, all 3 of these tails flapping, and it jumps out now onto the road, and you, all 3 of you now see this beast that is starting to drip blood from its gut.
Displacer.
Lenny?
Okay, then.
It's gonna have been like the one displacer beast that like is noble and good in the whole world. And we've murdified it.
Detect good and evil first.
It's totally evil. This thing is enraged and pissed.
I will jump off of my steed, and I'll run forward with my great sword, and just do a mighty cleave.
It's learned
as
its
it
lesson.
glows with the clover symbols
One
of
hopes.
the goddess Naya, Bia, and Cinema.
Niacinamide. It's good for your skin.
Go for it.
It's 20.
Okay. Totally
Okay.
hits.
Okay. Oh wait, that was actually 22 because I keep thinking that the oath gives you its attack bonus, not damage bonus. Oops, that's a good start. 14.
So you rush up to this beast, draw your glowing sword, and slice into it. And you manage to cut off one of its tails.
Aha, fell demon. What? It's fun.
Something you can feel unambiguously good about.
And it growls at you. Looks back. Sully, you now see this displacer beast that Lenny has cut one of its tails off.
I will punch the cat because if he is attacking, it's probably not good.
I have an idea. You have acrobatics, right? If I kneel down and you ran up my back, could you jump over to get advantage to get a flanking position?
I believe you've done that before.
I did it without
You
you,
just
so I never
didn't
did-
consent first.
Oh, right. So I will finish the slash and then get onto the knee.
21 acrobatics.
Okay, you run up and jump over the beast and now have advantage on your roll.
All right. It's a 21 to hit. For 7. And then I will use a bonus action for 2 more.
So as you fly over this beast, you punch it down and punch its spine and then get behind it and punch it again.
All right, that's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And another 18 to hit.
Okay.
So that's 6.
Or are you?
What did he say?
I'm not going to die.
13.
Are you?
Exactly.
And you just see it kind of take the beatings that you're thrusting into its back now.
Poison.
Okay. It has disadvantage on poison.
Yes, I
so
had the same
on
reaction.
you. Cecil.
Aw, poor little kitty. Come here and let me give you a magic missile.
1, 2,
Really?
Wow.
2.
Yeah.
Is that the one you just released?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not working. It's not doing
So
its best to give
8, 12 points.
me. Okay.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 2 is not the worst.
yeah. It's
No.
needs time to warm up.
One, one
that
is the
first one
worst.
earned it a bit of a warning, I know.
So you huck missiles into this and thrust the beast back, and it, Sully, the beast is now butt up against you. And it whacks you twice with the 2 remaining tails that it has,
Are you within
or
5
its
feet of me?
tentacles.
Yeah,
No,
we're getting there.
That pushed it back.
Oh, okay.
Needed to warm up.
22.
That'll hit.
And another 22.
Those both hit.
Where do you get your dice from?
And that's with disadvantage?
Most of them
Oh,
are
no,
really
he's
old.
out my range,
Oh.
so
These
No,
I
it's
got
poisoned.
on uncles. I think all 3 of these I got on uncles.
Poison gives you disadvantage on attack and
Oh,
ability
I see.
rolls. What she did with his fists.
I might have
you
gotten one of these
take
sets here though.
6 points of regular damage plus 1 point of piercing. As the tentacle, both tentacles, or wait, no, that was 1 tentacle, sorry. The other one gives you 7 points of damage and 6 points of piercing. As these tentacles just slap you across the face back and forth.
Lenny!
Lenny!
Lenny?
that was my turn first. I'm gonna drop my thing, jump into the air since I am 8 feet tall with mighty athletics, and as I'm falling, pull out a giant slam and say, "It's Matron time!" as I slam down with the hammer of justice.
Feel the justice flow through you, Lenny.
12, 13, 14, 15, 15.
Hits?
Wow, I didn't expect that to hit. Okay then, so that's 1d plus 2, 1d8. You know, is it? Oh, I can't declare Divine Smite before until. Yeah, I should have done that. Oh well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 points damage.
You smash it with your matchamammer, and
Mammer.
you see its head go into the ground, and Joe, the butt of this beast goes up right into your face, or Sully, as he smashed it down, its face down into the ground with your hammer. Alius, you're up.
Cat butt! Cat butt!
Lex.
As you now see from a distance, you see this cat that is face is in the ground and its butt's in Sully's face.
And it's still moving?
Yep.
It can blink. Hurry up.
Okay, so Alius is gonna rush in from a flanking position. Well, its head is in the ground. And I guess does that count as a sneak attack?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I'm a snack attack.
Snack attack.
Oh.
Match him is present.
Does flanking give me any advantage to attacking? What's the advantage?
You get advantage.
Oh, I get advantage. That's better. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to hit.
You hit.
And so my snack attack. And then my regular attack. $14 damage. She specifically aims for, we're just gonna roll with it, aims for one of the other tails as she goes by, and then hides herself behind a horse.
So you run into the fray,
Not the purple
and
one.
you see that this beast's face has been smashed into the ground, and you go for the other tail, but as you do so, you slice through the tail, and then manage to slice through its back quarters, flaying it, and you see it just drop to the ground in front of Joe, or in front of Sully, and you see you're just standing now above this dead beast in front of Sully with Lenny in back of you.
I killed it!
So you did. Lay on hands.
Don't think of it. Jester! Snack?
And you just see him come up and it's like a paper shredder
That was
just
probably worth something.
shreds this beast.
Yeah, for
Oh well.
We did good. That's worth enough.
We really need to make like some charts and stuff so that I know when I'm looking at something that it's going to be a thing that's going to be okay with you if I drop down and murder it.
You didn't go to school. All right, we were.
I was trying really hard to not make you upset with me by not dropping down and just murdering it. Even though it was
Guys.
stalking us and I kind of wanted
Guys.
to
Guys,
just drop down and murder it.
there might be more.
But
Alius goes up into the trees.
Roll me a perception.
I will assist.
Okay.
Does that mean I get advantage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hallelujah. That's so... God, dice, why? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Perception.
You're upset with a 23?
No, I'm upset because my dice keeps alternating. It's like Star
Oh.
Trek movies. Like, one will be fucking horrible, and then the very next one, I almost hit a fucking 20.
So you see no movement in the forest. There's nothing that you think is... You don't have that feeling that something's stalking you anymore. You don't see anything dangerous
I don't
around
see
you.
anything. You see anything?
I don't see anything. She drops back down onto her horse.
And, well, and it's dusk at this point, so night is falling in on you. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to
how
camp?
far are
Find
we from?
the valley?
Chip Tooth,
You
yeah.
think it's about two more days' ride.
We should probably.
Park.
Yep.
Tie the horses up.
Yep. Make a watch.
Set up camp.
Make sure you tie him up this time, huh?
Yeah, we're going to tie them up. Set up camp. And Alius will use the cloak of look like a rock to sleep up in the tree.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That seems like a good idea.
She just wants it as a blanket.
Okay.
Actually, never mind. She's gonna sleep on Lenny. But also
As a
still
rock.
with the with her little head sticking out from under it because she's just using it as a blanket.
Okay.
I
And
guess.
what are you doing?
That's it. Just taking watches in turn.
Hey, Chester, can you be a tent? Ah, tent? We can be in tents?
And you see him make a large A-frame tent.
Ow!
It's basically
Best.
an A of 2 pieces of wood.
Chester, you are a very valuable member of this party.
And as you're doing that, one of his pseudopods comes out of the ceiling and whacks you as a high five, and you just get drenched in goop,
Hi, quack.
and his pseudopod goes back up.
You're sleeping inside of Chester.
What a good boy.
I am.
No, underneath Chester.
I don't want to think
Possibly
about
go
it.
wrong.
I don't want to think about it.
Don't think too hard.
And that's how we all die.
Are you taking
Chester-
watches?
Chester
Yes.
loves us.
Yeah.
Yes. We need to protect Chester.
Yeah.
He's very vulnerable right now.
Sure.
No, I was first. There's 3 watches.
I will take the first watch.
Okay.
Second watch.
Third watch.
Second watch is the worst watch.
Okay. So, Sully, your watch goes uninterred.
It's uninterred.
Nothing happens.
Did you dig it up from its resting place? Oh, it's disinterred. Uninterred, though. I mean, like, sure. Yes.
But it wasn't dysentery.
I should have
No.
said uninterrupted, not uninterred.
Undisturbed,
I was having fun with
unperturbed.
it.
Uninterred means, taken up
Unperturbed?
out of the ground. Interred is put into the ground.
Intern is
Well, that is
No interns. No interns.
No interns.
disinterred.
Yeah, there we go. So, nothing happens
Okay.
on the second watch. And the third watch goes completely
I was gonna
uninterrupted.
say, why do you hate me?
Sully,
Easy to
you
know.
wake up from your sleep,
Oh.
and above you, you look up, and you see the eyes and face of a fawn
A fawn.
looking back down at you.
Punch it.
And that's where we'll end this week.
The eyes and face of a what?
Fawn.
Of a fawn.
I think that fawn is about to get eaten.
Wait, a fawn as in a baby deer or a fawn as in the woodland fey creature?
We made it to the Feywild.
And you've all hit level 4.
So can I be level 3 Drunken Master 1, level 1 Legitimancer?
No.
Okay, level 4 Drunken Master,
Sure.
level 1 Legitimancer.
Are you a
No.
literal drunken master?
Yeah.
That explains so much. All these weeks, and I had.
Okay, I'm putting Legitimancer still on
No
my character
idea.
sheet.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Wait. How did we walk into the Feywild? What? This is your fault.
Okay.
So, what's everybody doing this week?
I am taking tomorrow off to pick up from the Halloween party we had last week. Then streaming on Wednesday, maybe something crafty. Taking Thursday off because I'm fluff and exhausted. And then Friday I'll be back to streaming, most likely 7 Days to Die again, spreading the word of Our Lady and Savior Lara Croft. With arrows to the face, of course. And as you do. And then Saturday, Geek Space, we're hosting Gamer X East. We're like doing a marathon event. We've got some people out in New York City that are going to be interviewing all of the indie devs, or not all, but a bunch of the indie devs at Gamer X East all day. So it's going to be a really stressful week.
And maybe if
Again.
any of you don't know, Gamer X is a gaming convention focused on
Gamer.
yeah,
with a
GAYMER, focused on the LGBTQ plus all of the alphabet soups, focused on that audience.
Rad. So you're hosting it, or you're going to be...
So we, one of the other board members is going to be out there, and then we've partnered up with a broadcaster by the name of Jesse Quill, who's a New York City resident as well, and we've been friends on Twitch for ages now. So
Rad.
it's just good people. So, yeah, I'm basically helping them get everything they need to set it all up, and then they're streaming on the Geek Space. So it's not nerve-wracking at all.
The first streaming studio to ever be a Gamer X.
Rad.
True that.
That's rad.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. It's really exciting. I'm really, really happy about it. So, yeah.
I'm super excited to see
Very
it.
cool.
I
I can't
let's
top
see.
that, so
I know, right? I can't top it either.
It's kind of a big thing.
So on Wednesday, obviously, I'm going to be on Geek Space TV for Leviathan Distant
yeah.
Stars at 7 p.m. And then on my own channel on Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm still working my way through Alien Isolation, but I mean, I feel like I'm probably nearing the end. It's very frightening, and I'm dying more frequently now. And then this weekend we're gonna go look at open houses. I'm not. So my weekend stream. I used to stream on the weekends, but this last weekend was the last one for a while. It's going on hiatus just because our lives are getting kind of crazy now. So we're having to pare down so that we can have time for that stuff.
Am I next? Yeah, I'm next. This week is all BattleTech all the time.
Yeah.
We just finished a big push. The game is looking pretty exciting. I think you'll probably be seeing stuff on the media pretty soon, especially about my aspect of it, which is in-game, which I'm super excited about. Aside from that, I'll be on Exalted Game to Divinity on Friday on Geek Space TV. And other than that, it's going to be a lot of houses. Like, I didn't realize how tiring House Hunting could be until, like, yeah.
Those dice.
How about you?
Hopefully I sleep soon. I missed that.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Remember to add Logic with
Puppies
cats
and kittens.
and puppies.
Puppies and
gifts.
kittens.
Puppies and kittens.
all the puppies.
But don't let the kittens sleep on your neck.
Because then you will die.
What?
Or not sleep well.
I don't have a 13-pound cat.
But if you did, you shouldn't let it sleep on your neck.
Those are life lessons right there.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. Otherwise, I can't talk about what I'm working on this week.
Dun dun
What?
dun.
That's pretty cool, though.
Huh?
That sounds awesome.
You're working on super secret shit.
I am working on super secret shit.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate how even as the rainbow has faded, it still looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, well done.
Yeah, Tara's pretty awesome. How about you?
Things? Probably streaming some Destiny. Tomorrow we got Amateur Hour, the other D&D show that we are doing, and,
Booze?
Huh?
Booze?
Booze?
Yeah.
Booze?
Oh, I'll take booze. What?
No, are you making the booze?
No
Oh,
booze this
booze.
week. Acquisitions Intoxicated will be back next week because everybody's still in Australia for PAX Aus. But yeah, that's going to be most of the week, so check out, let's play some Destiny. But thank you, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Oh, bye.